me tell you how much that I love you. You found me no search. It's like you knew that inside I was hurting. I was so young, said no chance, but you gave me a shot at a romance. I feel like you were like an angel sent to bring me life. Now that I'm with you, me one say that me love you, that me love you, that me love. Hey, me no go one day wonder. Without my baby, without me love, without me love. And I dance and sing and I sing because you make my life complete. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe that this is for me. Oh yeah. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for me. I've never felt this way. So when they ask us, say, oh yeah, we're going all the way. Tell me we happy, love you all the time and things. Sometimes I wonder if the thing could cut us under to get under. I know, but your love in my life control that. I laid out my life this way. Do anything to make you stay. All of the blessings they come my way, and all the bad things they turn away. Sometimes life is such a scare. Your love gives me the strength to bear. Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's funny. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's fun. Me. Gratitude, Marshall. Gratitude. I did my big one. We gonna get these horoscopes because we don't want to be tardy for the party this time. Whoa, whoa. Hurry up, baby, don't be late. I'll meet you at the place. I've been waiting for this day so we can celebrate. We didn't want to be tardy for the horoscopes this time. Don't be tardy for the party. Oh, shit. Don't be tardy for the party, y'all. Whoa, whoa. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I woke up singing that song. Don't be tardy for the party. Well, now. Greetings and gratitudes, y'all. Gratitudes for showing up. Hey, Erica Beasley. Hey, Janice Rains, B. Dot, Adia, Majestic Unicorn. Well, now, spirit-led. Greetings. Long time no see. Amani, Zola, Jayla, it's Nikki, Gigi, J Mills, Oyansi. I like saying that. Oyansi. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Tamila, Elizabeth, Jeremy, Jeek, so unique. Tell the baby I said, hey. Miss Shantae Chanel, Nalia, congratulations to her on her beautiful bundle of joy. Nalia had her baby over the is it the weekend? Yeah, the weekend. She had her baby over the weekend. So congratulations to her, Miss Nalia, and her beautiful bundle of joy, baby girl. Y'all. Hey, AJ Streeter. So y'all listen, we're going to get these horoscopes underway, but anybody been doing any root work recently? Y'all been getting any kitchen witching in? If you have not been getting any kitchen witching in, you should be. You should be practicing your beautiful magic all the time. Practicing your beautiful magic all the time. Yes. Trying to get your kitchen witching in. You've been doing a little something, something. Okay, okay. Excuse me. Hey, Blissful Soaps. Your ancestors have been screaming. Well, they probably want you to do some stuff. So there, y'all know I had given you the words to say previously. And you remember those Kofi Magnam, Bye You, Piomi Fo Dust. That's one of the words you can say when you are getting ready to bring someone down to the dirt. Those are the things that you can say. But there's a few more words that have been given to me over the past like 2 weeks and even as of last night. So when you're going to seal something, like seal it, like this shall be done, almost in a sealing of it. What you can say is kufe ye my door. But there's some other words. So say if I'm going to say the complete thing, it is Kofi Magnam by Bayu Payomi Fodas Yarik Paya E Ye my door. Kufe Ye my door. Tazik Kufe Ye my door. Right? So I wanted to give that to you now. What you're basically saying is I take you down to the dust, to the dust of nothing. I cover myself with protection of my high ancestors. I seal this manifestation. Nobody can stop this work. I seal it. It's pretty much what you're saying with that. Autumn, that's especially for you because I know you do a lot of kitchen witch and Autumn Grayson. So again, remember Kofi Magnam by Bayu Pyomi Fodas Yarik Paya Eye my door Kufeye my door Tazik Kufeye my door. So gratitude, y'all. We are going to take a few deep breaths and we are going to get in. Let me get my change out of here. I put my little change in there last night. Get my change out of there. But we're going to get a few deep breaths in. We're going to go ahead. You're definitely going to write this. Yes, write it down. Yes. For anyone have the spelling. Okay, so let me give it to you really quickly. You can really spell it however you can pronounce it, but I'll give it to you how I have it spelled. Kofi, Kofi, Magnam, Magnayum, Bayu, Baybayu, Pio, Pio. Now, me, you can put M-E, you can put M-I. F-O, fo, dust, D-U-S-T. Kofi Magnam, Bayu, Pio, me, fo, dust. Yarik, Yahreek. Paya, Pyeyah. E-E-Y. Ye, Y-E. And again, reason why I said you can put M-E or M-I because sometimes I put my as M-I, but you can put it M-Y-E. My door, D-O-R. Kufe. You can put it K-U-F-E. Kufeye, Y-E, my door. And again, this could be M-I or M-Y-E-D-O-R. Those are separate words. Tazik, T-A-H-Z-E-E-K. And again, K-U-F-E, Kufe, Ye, Y-E, my, M-I or M-E, M-Y-E, but I usually put it M-I. I'm just going to tell you. D-O-R. So, Kofi Magnam, Bye Bayu, Payomi Fodas, Yarik Paya, Ye, my door, Kufe, Ye, my door, Tazi, Kufe, Ye, my door. What's up, Deja 19? Take a few deep breaths. Y'all should be getting your kitchen witching in. Breathe. Take a few deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathe. Yes, ma'am, Miss Autumn. And then you repeat the Kufeye, my door, one more time after Tazik. And that's T-A-H-Z-E-E-K. Tazik Kufeye, my door. Now, the middle part you can say randomly, you know what I'm saying, throughout your day if you like. Yarik Paya Eye, my door. Breathe. Solitude wa. Solitude shishi. Shishi El Monti El Buti El Falconai El Draconai. I show gratitude. Philippon de wa. Breathe. Clear out your energy. And we will be getting started. We show an immense amount of gratitude to the soul and to the spirit as we get started on our March horoscope shot. We just about to go into spring already. These folks be having foolishness going on. I know we may not be fully ready for what's going on, but goddamn it, we're going to get ready. We're going to get ready. The kakusa in us will break free. Motherfucker come up in your house talking that fuck shit. You hear me? We may not be fully ready, bitch, but we gonna protect ours. And on period, that part. All right. Ding 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 ding. We're gonna start with Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. Aquarius. Let's see what the soul and the spirit, the deities, the ancestors have for us today. We show an immense amount of gratitude to the Loa, to the Orisha, to the Gede, to the ancestors, to the deities, to the High Council of Deities, and to our Grand Council, our grandmother, the soul and the spirit. We show gratitude. All right, Aquarius, let's see. Marshall, would you would you open them blinds? So Aquarius, the soul and the spirit says bringing it back around one more time for you. So let's see what they bring it back around one more time for you. They said you have asked for the funds and they're coming, but what are you going to do with it when they show up, Aquarius? They're telling me that June will be highlighted for the Aquarius. However, we're talking about the month of March, but they're telling me to tell you that June is going to be a highlighted month for Aquarius for some reason. They said no more breaking bad. Stand on what you know, Aquarius. You tend to lay yourself down as if you're the jacket for someone to step over on a rainy day. Absolutely not. It's time for you to stand up and be strong. The month of March is going to be a trial and error period for you, but we believe that you're going to come out on top because there are so many things that look like adversities to you right now, Aquarius. However, they're just triumphs for you to get over, and it's going to be okay. You have been building. Some of you want to do workshops. Some of you have been trying to plan on doing some workshops or putting workshops out for people to participate in. Like the business plans, the avenues have been singing through the ether for the Aquarius, and you probably should really set these things into motion. Some of you have had so many big dreams and plans over the last 6 weeks, and it's okay to start these things, to get these things in motion. I can really say that for a Capricorn as well as Scorpio as well, but Aquarius is really that time for you right now. Being genuine is always going to work in your favor, but your generosity can sometimes land you in debt or land you in trouble, okay? They said, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. They said, stop with the pity parties. Some of the Aquariuses have been having pity parties as well. Why is nothing working out for me? Nothing is always working out for me. Things are working out for you if you stop, first of all, giving all your money away. Stop giving your time away. Stop laying yourself down to be that doormat and people to walk over on a fucking rainy day. You don't always have to be the giver. It's okay, Aquarius, to be a receiver sometimes, and that's what she said. See what I'm saying? See what I did there, Marshall? Yeah. Okay. Some of the Aquariuses have been looking at yourselves in the mirror, feeling like your wardrobe is off and it's not what you're wanting it to be, but that's okay. If you feel like you want to go shopping, Aquarius, go get you some new clothes. Some of you been looking at them little tiny legs and feeling like you have lost weight or that you may have gained some weight and you're needing just a few more clothes. Please go get you some. Redo your wardrobe if you choose to. Spring is right around the corner. Some of you have been wanting to change up your hair. You don't have to be dramatic, but you can do it if you feel I feel like, honestly, Aquarius, what it is for you guys is that setting the stage for what's to come is going to be a good thing for you guys.
And if that's the change in wardrobe, how you show up, the hair, saying no, getting the toes done. Even if you're a man, it's okay to go and just get a pedicure from time to time. Men feet hurt as well. Now, some of the Aquariuses with children, you've been kind of ignoring the children. I don't know if they've just been kind of getting on y'all's nerves and he's like, just we'll talk about it another time, or we'll deal with it another time. I feel like month of March is the time that you do need to get down there, play with the children, play with the grandchildren, interact with the babies, listening to them. This is the month that we need to do that. If your grandchild's been asking, can I have a conversation with you? Can I talk to you? It's probably time for you to listen to it at this point right now. Waiting could be disastrous, is what the soul and the spirit says. So no waiting, because waiting could be disastrous. You never know. Sometimes you just have to answer the phone. You know what I mean? Oh, let me change my banner. Gratitude. Make sure you're hitting the like button as you come in, please. Take a moment to step out, hit that like button, and come on back in. And then if you want to send a donation, you definitely can. We show gratitude. Aquarius, let's look at the finances because we've already tapped on it. We already didn't say it a little bit because I feel like your finances are moving about. They're going to be like increasing a steady wave. I feel like Aquarius, it's okay to look at investing, whether you're investing in properties, whether you're investing in yourself, if you're investing in a new business, it's okay to be investing. Even sometimes just putting money aside is an investment, especially in yourself. I don't know why they're saying to me twins and triplets, twins and triplets. I don't know what that means for the Aquarius, but either it is connected to the funds, like the money. They keep saying twins and triplets. So maybe they're trying to double and triple the amount that is coming into your situation. Anyway, for the month of March, Aquarius, you need to gather yourself. Remember that word for your month, Aquarius. Gather yourself. Okay. Let's look at the singles. Aquarius, sometimes being in solitude, and not solitude they were, but that's also beautiful. But being in solitude, being by yourself is sometimes okay. I feel like you guys think better when you are able to be in solace, to be in solitude. Like I feel like you produce better. So maybe you need to take a moment and go somewhere to be able to sit by self, with soul and spirit, and just have a real conversation with yourself. Okay. Well, Aquarius also singles, and for my love people, the soul and the spirit says love bonds are bonds. It's not something to be readily thrown away. So even when we're looking at love relationships, like you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them, you got to know when to walk away, you got to know when to run, got to know when to, we don't hide, so I can't say that, but love relationships, it's about understanding the bond, be willing to work on it and build on it, but you got to know when to walk away. Okay, got to know when to run, You got to know when to sit and have the conversation, the real hard conversations, Aquarius. Okay. I show gratitude. Pisces. Something stinks in the air, Pisces. Why y'all acting like y'all don't smell it? Probably because it could be your attitude. Let's take a look at it. It's almost like the Pisces want to do a redo for this upcoming few weeks. Like y'all are wanting to do a redo, but it feels like you can't get over yourselves. You have to start to make the readjustment within the self, within the self and self. Okay. You have to start to make some changes of self and getting over self, Pisces, to make those strides that you're trying to make. Get rid of the attitude, get rid of the tone. Showing up to yourself differently is a big thing as well. Now, some of the Pisces are wanting to develop some businesses, which is great. But you cannot develop the business if you cannot change the tone. Because whatever tone and, frequency, energy that you are in, Pisces, is somewhat of the energy that you're going to be producing. That you're going to be producing inside of the business, inside of the products, inside of whatever you're trying to do. And you don't want that kind of energy in it. So it's okay to change you. That's your coffee cup. I was sitting there looking at it like I sure want some. I ain't gonna drink it. Determination can be a factor sometimes for the Pisces, and sticking to and standing in what it is that you say. Because Pisces like to throw away as well. No throwing away, like standing in it, sticking to it, doing what you say is going to be what sets your trail afire in a good way. Like, honestly, Pisces, if you stand in what you say and what you're going to do, and be honest and truthful, and lose the attitude and the stankness, then it'll show up to you in the most genuine and correct way. Please remember and know that. Some of the Pisces have been trying to build bonds with people, but the bonds that you're building are not built on correct foundations because they're not genuine. And the soul and the spirit says extreme fortitude will pay off. Let me give you the definition of it real quick, Pisces, so you'll know why they are saying what they are saying. Extreme fortitude will pay off. Fortitude, courage in pain or adversity. So just knowing that extreme fortitude, okay, it also says strength of mind that enables a person to encounter danger or bear pain or adversity with courage. So extreme fortitude will pay off, okay? So moving forward, Pisces, I know some of you have been pushing through, and it's going to take even further dedication for you to push through. So the soul and the spirit says, let's set aside the dreams of parenthood because it will flow. It will happen when the ebb and flow of your ethereal energy is like ebb and flow. That will manifest itself. It's going to have to be something that you're not focused on becoming parents. wanting a child, wherever that may be for you, okay? Also, Pisces, it's okay this month and every other month, please, to sit quiet about your finances. If you're going to be truthful now, wait a minute, you can't be asking people for money and you know you got money. But what they're saying is you don't have to be flashy all the time. You don't have to be out here announcing what you have, what you're getting ready to do. Sometimes it's okay to move in silence. No, I cannot, because we are doing horoscopes. We're not doing anything like that. We're doing horoscopes. God knows best. Gratitude. Come back a different time and we'll discuss something else. Pisces. You also need to watch your funds. Um, so it's a lot for you, Pisces. One, you guys have to start opening up your vocals and being, very vocal. You have to start to speak, not being strangled by your own thoughts and own words, to where you're not speaking and being vocal and expressing yourselves. That is going to happen. Be that is going to be something that will make you happy, being able to speak and speak your truth, Pisces. One, let's start there. This is your month. This is your birthday month for some of you. Like, we need to start to speak our truth, Pisces. And if you're going to make a declaration, let's stand on it. Let's stand in it. Let's do what it is that you say you're going to do. I feel like your finances are not in a bad place, but it feels like we want you to start to sit on and save, because I know some of you also have business ideas and ventures that you're wanting to do. So we need to start to save up, even if it's little by little. Also, some of you need to make sure that you're making your doctor's appointments or going to the doctors, whether that's gynecological or just for your regular checkup. Some of us need to get to the doctor. Someone that will be connected to the Pisces representation of the zodiac may have some sort of bulge or bubble or knot that you're feeling towards the bottom of your abdomen. And you need to check on that, or making sure that you're going to that appointment, because it's some sort of bulge or knot or tightness towards the bottom of the abdomen. And you need to make sure that you're just keeping up on your health. Okay. Yes. Gratitude. I don't feel like your finances are really in trouble. It's going to be about how you dedicate yourself to abundance and prosperity going into these next few weeks. Okay. Allowing yourself to build your wealth as you see it. And you can't build it if you're spending it, Pisces. Okay. Pisces singles. I feel like Pisces, you need a balance when it comes to dating. You need a balance, because either you do way too much on a crazy end, or you don't do anything and you also are laying down like a doormat. And then that's when the crazy kicks in. It's almost like you don't know how to balance it. when you are stepping into the dating realm, Pisces, just make sure that you're being as authentic to yourself as possible. When you are authentic to yourself, then other things, everything else will balance itself out. And it'll allow you to see people genuinely and allow them to see you genuinely. Also, I feel like some of the Pisces also are supposed to be making the dentist appointments or going to the dentist. And I will say that for the Cancers, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Scorpio, maybe Libra too. But those zodiacs need to be also getting into the dentist as well. So balance yourself out. Pisces in love relationships. I feel like some of the Pisces, it can be very intricate in how y'all move through y'all relationships and how y'all communicate. I feel like a lot of the Pisces are wearing their feelings on their sleeves and on their shoulders inside of their relationships, and your feelings have been hurt here recently. Feeling like the person is not like listening, talking, communicating, or just using words that have been like almost like hurting your feelings or putting you in your feelings. But listen, it's about maneuvering through this and not allowing this to make you shut down and not see yourself genuinely. There has to be a stream of communication that's being opened up honestly and genuinely. You know, I hate to say get out your feelings, but get out your feelings and talk and hear the conversations for what they are. Okay? Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. All right. Let's see here. Where are we going? Taurus. Child, they have been trying to get me to do this Sagittarius. They wanted me when I was in the shower. They was like, do Sagittarius first. I'm like, no. So we'll do Sagittarius next because they keep hollering Sagittarius. So we'll do Taurus and then Sagittarius. Good grief. Okay. Taurus. Those little rocket ships, divinely beloved. It looked like bomb pops. I used to love bomb pops. All right, Taurus. Excuse me. No, Trish Walker. I'm not on my main page because I'm blocked from going live on there. So I'm on my backup pages. Gratitude, mama. Well, the soul and spirit said in the beginning there was light. So, you know, the Bible says in the beginning there was they said there was light, Taurus. So why haven't you shined the light on everything that it is that you're trying to do? It feels like you're going in between, like you're standing in the light, but you're also standing in the shadowed self and not allowing yourself to fully step into the light, Taurus. It's time for you to step fully into the light. They said not the upper room, just the light, Taurus. It feels like some of the Tauruses are starting to see themselves for the beauty that they are, but they're afraid to fully walk into their power because they're afraid of failure. Nothing beats failure but a try, Taurus. Nothing beats failure but a try. So in order for you to even get to the other side of the bridge, honey, you're going to have to run, skip across it, hopscotch, something across this bridge, because walking slow is not going to get you to where you need to be. You're going to have to go full speed ahead, Taurus. If you're going full speed ahead, they give me 2 months for the month for the zodiac of Taurus. They give me June and January. So these months are going to be like big months for the Taurus. June and January will be big for the Taurus. And if you're following your and pursuing what it is that you're trying to do, Taurus, you'll see great strides by these 2 months. Now, on a side note, for the collective, inside of a brief world reading, there's going to be something very explosive happen around January 15th, between the 10th and the 15th of January. I feel like there's going to be something very explosive going on in the world. And it doesn't mean that something's blowing up. It could just mean something is like very, very big happening around that month. I don't know why they're highlighting that, but I'm just going to say that. So, okay, Taurus. I feel like a lot of the Tauruses, y'all love the spring, summer atmosphere. And I feel like when you're in the winter, it kind of dulls you and it gives you a woe is me kind of feeling. But I feel like some of you are getting your spunk right now because of the sunshine and, knowing that the weather is getting ready to start to change and to break if they get off their computers and stop fucking with the heart machines. But that's neither here nor there. But Taurus, this is going to be your age of Aquarius. This is getting ready to be a moment for you in time, Taurus. There are going to be some opportunities and some choices. Some of the Tauruses are going to be looking at moving, and setting your own road ablaze. But some of you are going to be looking at moving, bringing peace inside of self. I feel like some of you are also learning to align with self to where it's changing your attitude and how you speak and show up to people as well, which is a great thing. And we applaud you for that. I feel like some of you have been doing shadow work. And that's also why they're showing me the shadow side of you, like the light and the shadow side. I feel like you're trying really hard to step out of that shadow. Some of you have been standing in the shadow of your own self. You know how Solange been in Beyonce's shadow for a long time, that shade, but whatever. She's been in her shadow. You've been in your own shadow for a long time. Some of you may feel like you've been in your parents' shadow for a long time and you're starting to find your own way. Whoever that is that may be connected to the Taurus, and you have been talking about you thinking about doing, I don't know, child, if you are thinking about doing porn or if you're thinking about like modeling in men's magazines, I'm not going to stop you and say, no, don't do that. I'm going to say, make sure this is what you're wanting to do, making sure that this is what you have like designed and written in your own script. Okay. And gratitude. Also, Taurus, it feels like someone may be trying to wage war against you, but everything that they are throwing at you is like before it even gets to you, your spiritual team and your ancestors is knocking that shit down like playing dodgeball. And they're missing you with everything that they're throwing at you for whatever reason. Someone has been trying to wage war against you, Taurus, and it's been falling to the floor like bullets trying to hit Neo, honey. They just, before it even gets to you, it's been stopped right at your gate. Good for you. I also feel like, Taurus, that music and singing is going to be good for your atmosphere right now. Playing music, singing music, creating your own tunes and tones is going to be great. Really redeveloping of self and your atmosphere is what is going to help you. I know some of you have been thinking about words of wisdom. And the reason why I say that is because some of you have been wanting to get up either every day and watch words of wisdom, like you're getting up watching Lisa Nichols or, I don't know, Tony Robbins or something. Like some of you are wanting to step into that arena to where you are being a motivational speaker or some sort of life coach. Like you're wanting to sprout your wings and not only give help and receive help. And I think that's a good thing. Some of you have been thinking about getting up, doing TikToks where you're like doing your own chicken noodle for the soul type of like commentary, like as you should, because I really, really believe whatever you're wanting to do and you feel it inside of your soul, go for it. Even if you get up and you watch the motivational speaking type things, and then you feel inspired to get on and say your own shit, that's also okay, and you should go for it. Yes, gratitude. So you are an extension of your soul and your spirit, and it's okay, Taurus, to allow that to shine through on you. You have been feeling inspired. Some of you have just been you've been moved to tears to where you're just wanting to cry because you just feel so elevated and loved and overwhelmed with the soul and the spirit. And what you're feeling, Taurus, is the soul and the spirit washing away all of the nastiness, the negative, the shit that you went through in a younger age. That's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling it being washed away from you. And you're ready to step in. Some of you are feeling like, okay, I'm stepping into my adult shit. Yes, you are. And you've probably been an adult for 15, 20 years, but you're just now feeling like a resurgence of self. And that's great. Okay. Yeah, and moving. So moving along and moving. Yeah, some of you are going to be moving, and it's okay. I tell you what, it's also okay if you just want to start packing. You don't know where you're going. If you got the money, like if you just want to start to pack things up, because I feel like some of you are just in the mode of wanting to just pack shit. That's okay too, because that's a moving of energy. So even if you're just gathering things up, getting rid of stuff, packing things up, like that's a moving of energy. What you're doing is now calling that into your existence. And when you call it into your existence, your universe and the multiverse, the energy of the ether will move itself and will start to bring forth the funds and the know-how and the wherewithal to get it done for you. Greetings and gratitude. Let's look at the finances. It's almost like the Taurus's finances is in the stock market. It's a plummet, and then it's a raise, and then it's a plummet, and then it's a raise. But I feel like time is of the essence, and just know that things will come back up. When it does shoot back up, it's time for you to stand on business, Taurus. It's going to be time for you to stand on business, Taurus, and just pursue what it is that you're wanting to do in business and work. Some of you are like looking at redeveloping your business or developing a business, starting some different things. You're wanting to change jobs, and that's okay as well. But I know your finances is in a plummet and a skyrocket, a plummet and a skyrocket. So it's up and down, and that's okay. But just know when it comes back up, it's going to be time to stand on business, Taurus. My singles. We're using that word one more time. Soul and spirit says to the Taurus, gratitude for the fortitude. Okay. So give gratitude, for fortitude, and kind of hold your goodies off a little bit. I feel like y'all need to be engaging in your sexual energy in a different way, allowing yourself to progress in the dating world without jumping right on into bed. And I know, child, because it is a struggle when you when you wanting to do the do, but I feel like you'll see clearer, Taurus, because y'all have googly eyes when y'all give people some. So you, and that's for males too. Don't think I'm just talking about females, because I'm not. Stand in your energy of holding off, and watch what happens for you in your dating world, in your dating life. Start to, like, some of you are wanting to write like love things, like 10 codes of dating, and when to have sex and when not to. Almost like this is a blog or something. I know some of you are wanting to do like a dating blog or a love blog or something, or you're wanting to start vlogging about your relationships. I think those are okay too, but let's hold off on the sex a lot, okay? And so now let's look at the Taurus and love relationships. It's almost like the Tauruses are looking at their spouse like, I got you, you got me? Okay, okay, okay. I got you, you got me? Okay, cool. You sure I got you, you got me? Like, yes, if they have you and you have them, great, 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 great. Stand in what you know. You don't have to keep reassuring yourself or your spouse, I got you, you got me. Once you know that they got you and you got them, it's time to stand on business inside of the love and the relationships, okay? Allow it to balance itself out. Communication, dedication of the relationship. Some of you are just readdressing it in a sense of, you got me, I got you, you got me, I got you. Because I feel like you are communicating, but just don't feel like you have to keep reassuring yourself. But communication is always good. Some of you are trying to step fully into your power couple type shit, and that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, some of you Tauruses, are also communicating in your love relationships about sex and open relationships, and like wanting to try new things and doing things differently, and that is okay as well. Okay. um I Okay, that's fine. They say I can hold off on Gemini because I'm not ready to do Gemini. I mean Sagittarius. So we're gonna do the Gemini real quick. Ciao. I'm not ready to do them. Goodness gracious. Oh, Gemini. Gemini, your heart space is singing through the ethers. You all have been calling out for assistance, and you have been heard, and the work, has been delegated out through the deities and through your ancestors. Please allow them to work on your behalf. Spirit and the soul and the spirit, Gemini says you don't have to know what you're chosen to do. You just need to figure out, like, if you're prepared to do it. Because it's almost like the Gemini is like, talk to me, soul and spirit, talk to me, ancestors, tell me, spirit, tell me, God, tell me, what am I here for? You are here to be a service of yourself. And when you serve yourself, Gemini, you serve the humanity. When you're servicing of self, you're serving humanity. So you do not need for them to stand in front of you in a manifested physical form and says, yes, child, this is what you are meant to do. Whatever your soul and your spirit is calling you to do, you need to just follow suit and do it. Even if it's the smallest thing, Gemini, the smallest thing, you need to do it. Because some of the Gemini have gotten rude awakenings because you thought you were quote unquote God's gift to the plane, and you found out you're just part of the gifts that's given to the plane. And you know, learning to service yourself correctly, love yourself correctly. Some of you have been trying to love yourself, but while you're loving yourself, you're shitting on others. And that is the two-face that you come with. Let's not do this. You want to treat people how you want to be treated, because karma is a real energy that finds itself coming back to you. Let's look at this, shall we? Karma. Karma is just ethereal energy that is feng shui, if you will. Whatever you put out, you get back. So if you're servicing of self and of others, that's what you get back. You cannot put out a shitty energy to people and then say, but I love me. Because what you have now done is almost got shit coming back to you that has been wrapped in aroma of beautiful, beautiful flowers, a bag of shit and flowers. So you got shitty roses, pretty much. So it's really just about you standing in your beautiful energy and sending out that beautiful energy and allowing karma to send it back to you. So when you're asking, what should I be doing? Why do I feel like nothing is going in my favor? It really is going in your favor. It's the favor you're sending out that you're getting back. That's all. Send out better favor. That's all. Okay, let's listen, Gemini. Some of the Gemini have been wanting to do things with your hands, whether that's building a garden, like learning to fix things, tweak things. Some of you have been popping your hood, don't even know what you're looking at up under there, but you're just wanting to change the oil and shit, thinking about taking different courses. Gemini, you are in an energy of recoil, of wanting to do some things, learning new things. You are in an avenue of wanting to use your hands and learning candles and making jewelry. Like, it's been high in your soul's energy of wanting to tweak, taking courses, understanding. Like, your hands are wanting to be busy because, again, what do they say in y'all's good book? Idle hands is a devil's playground. And I don't really know what that means, because when my hands are idle, I touch myself. And maybe that's what it means. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's what it does mean. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there, because I'm a Scorpio. But we talking about Geminis. I feel like some of you Geminis are also wanting to be seen on a different level, meaning I feel like if you're doing workouts, and Charming, this may be going to you, mama, but if you're doing workouts, filming yourself, like putting it up on your social medias, like using your dieting techniques, what builds muscles, actually documenting things, meal preps, different things like that. I feel like, that's where it's going for some of the Geminis. Now, Some of you Geminis also have to watch your temper. I have to go back into that because they keep talking about blinking out. And I feel like we may be talking about the tempers and the temperaments. I almost feel like some of the Geminis feel like they're losing time, like having a hard time remembering, or like you're blacking out. And that could be your temperament. That could be you just, I don't know, feeling like you have lost time in your day. Like I don't remember what I just did an hour ago. Like I was supposed to do this. It feels like either you feel like you're blanking out, like your days are moving around. It just feels like there is missing space or time for some of the Geminis where you're trying to understand certain things or why things are moving at a rapid speed around you. I need to address this as well. For whatever Gemini this is, and you'll know, because if it's you, then you will know. If it's not you, then it's not for you. There's a Gemini that's planning on going on a covert mission with your friend, some sort of undercover to figure out what the boyfriend, girlfriend type thing is doing. Spirit says, mind your fucking business. This can bite you in your ass in the long run. So whomever is planning on going on a covert mission with your friend about their spouse or loved one, mind your business. This can bite you in the ass in the long run. Say, for example, your friend has been cheated on, or she feels like her boyfriend's car is at somebody's house and she wants you to ride with her over here. Let's go fuck his car up. It may be you that has to pay for the damage in the long run. Mind your business. Plain and simple, Gemini. Okay, back to business. Some of the Geminis also need to fess up, as the soul keeps saying it, fess up. Like you need to be honest about some things, like putting your truth on the table of, I really don't want to go to Philadelphia to your mama's house for the barbecue or for the 4th of July or for whatever the fuck is coming up. I really don't want to go to your mama's house. I feel like they don't like me and I don't want to go. So some of y'all are really needing to be honest, Gemini, and put that shit on the table. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do this. Like you need to be honest because I feel like that will pay off for you in the long run, Gemini. Let March be your month of truth. So some of the Geminis are also wanting to get tattoos. Let's talk about it really quickly because some of you are wanting to get tattoos and you're not understanding why you're wanting to get these tattoos or why it's so like strong on you. Marcia, you know what I was thinking, Marcia? Real quick, y'all. I'm so sorry because I'm looking at this. Marcia, what if we sell them as a 2?
Yeah, no, I thought about that. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be dope as fuck because they can get the candle, the coffin candle. We've been working on our coffins, y'all. So you can get a coffin with the coffin candle and you can do the work in, you know what I mean? I think that would be dope.
You can put the candle up in there and still burn it.
Yeah, you can burn it.
It shouldn't bother it.
It shouldn't bother it. Okay. We've been working on our coffins, child. Okay. All right. So Gemini, leaving the past in the past and setting up what you need to set up for self, standing in your own truth and your right and righteousness, you're going to be just fine. Letting go of what does not serve you, Gemini, because some of y'all can be so, child, I don't want to say two-faced, but of course, two-faced, but listen, I don't know. They keep repeating it, so I don't want them to keep repeating it and me not say anything. There's a Gemini situation going on where the spirit keeps saying, knock your kufi off. And you know what that means for me. That means like there is an altercation brewing for a Gemini. Or there was an altercation that took place for a Gemini. Whatever that is, you need to stand inside of that and look at that. Move around from that. Be honest and put some shit into place. Speak on whatever your truth is. Because something may be getting ready to knock your kufi off, and it also could be just information that you're going to receive or something, some truthfulness. Something is getting ready to also like blow you back or knock your kufi off that you may not be ready for. So if you stand in your truth, truth shall stand up to you and be sent to you. And whatever that is, it may be the answer that you have been seeking on something. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Let's look at your finances. Okay. First, before we do that, Spirit said, look at the health. Some of the Gemini have some things going on in the stomach area where you're needing to either use the restroom. Like there feels like there is something that's going on in your bowel system. Also, some of it is acid reflux because I feel like it's going up to my throat. Some of you, let me tell you what, it's because you're not standing in your truth. Something is balling itself up in your stomach and it's becoming a physical issue and it wants to come out. And because you keep swallowing whatever this shit is that's bothering you, it is coming up like acid reflux. Whatever you feel going on in your soul, spirit, your emotional life is showing up physically to you, Gemini. You need to stand in your truth, okay? Stand in your truth, Gemini, and get your health under control. Drink plenty of water. Now, that's what I was also going to say. Some of you are wanting to get some tattoos, but I feel like the tattoos you're wanting to get is because really you want to brand a business. And because you don't know how to brand your business, you are branding your body. And there's nothing wrong with tattoos because I definitely want to get 2 more. But we want you, before you go get that tattoo, we want you to also look at branding of a business, because some of you are wanting a tattoo simply because you want to develop a business and you don't know that. So let's give that to you. Okay. Your finances could be better. I feel like it's been difficult for you to hold on to some money. It feels like when money comes in, it's going right back out for the Gemini. You need to change your energy. Some of you need to get your kitchen witching on, meaning you need to get you a crystal, wear your crystal, create your own talus or sigil and wear it upon your body and allow it to like touch your flesh. Make you like a little bag of herbs that's going to bring in money to you and allow it to touch your flesh. Carry it on your physical person. Get you something that's going to hold or wear around your neck. You need to do some kitchen witching and bring in some of this money. Mojo bags, absolutely. Get your kitchen witching on and develop some of these things so you can wear them up on your physical person. Get you some ancestor money and carry it in your purse or your wallet. Right, money comes to me 15 times and fold it towards you, put it in your purse or in your wallet. Like, do some of these things. It's about moving that energy, Gemini. Okay, and anybody else can use this as well. Okay, gratitude. For the single Geminis, some of you Geminis that are single should kind of just be single, because y'all be giving out the crazy on a whole nother level. I'm just saying. Singles. Some of the singles, you have been going back and forth in your mind, like, oh, I want to be in a relationship. And then you meet somebody, or like you start to put yourself out there, and then you get scared for whatever reason, and you're pushing yourself backwards. So maybe you need to just stand on business, stand tall and stand on business when it comes to your dating life. Let's lose the crazy. Let's show up the way you want people to actually see you. If you don't want to be seen as, sloppy, slouchy, like, let's not show up like that. Let's show up clean and presentable, the way you would want somebody to see you. Let's go for those who go for us, like those who like us. Anything else is outside of self, because you're not being truthful to yourself. Geminis in love relationships. I feel like a lot of them are stale or trying to come back to life, trying to understand each other. I feel like I have to say this for Gemini's love relationship, but it stands for a lot of us, period, as a collective. Getting to know each other every 6 months will do you good, because people change and develop rapidly, because you are a multifaceted being with different energetic portals and personalities. You may not know who you're dealing with from 1 month to another one. And so it's good to get to know each other every 3 to 6 months. Like, well, what energy are you in right now? What's developing for you right now? Some of you Geminis are looking at your spouses like, well, I thought last month you wanted to be a singer. Now this month you want to be a rap star. Last month before that you wanted to own a zoo. Like, and probably do, but they're expressing themselves in what they're wanting to do. So I really feel like it's about sitting down, Gemini, and just having conversations with each other and allowing each other to just breathe and be honest. Gratitude. Gratitude. All right. Sagittarius. Saggies. Saggies. Wait a minute. New development. Something about a new development. Breast cancer awareness. Get tested. Get tested. Somebody may be listening that may not be listening later if I wait to do these. And I feel like somebody needs to get tested, even if it's just to clear your mind. Health scare. Like, it feels like somebody needs to know that, one, it's going to be okay. Two, yes, go and have yourself checked out, because there is something that you're wanting to know, about this, and you may not be on later, and they're trying to get me to it now. Let me listen, Sagittarius. somebody is either afraid of going to get tested or afraid of looking at the test results. Like, you have to acknowledge whatever this is, Sagittarius. You're needing to just calm yourself, stand in whatever this situation is, and know that you're going to come out okay. Just know that you're going to come out okay. Okay. You have to go and look at this, take care of this, and just go and have it checked. Okay. Erica, if that's you, just go and have it checked, and it's going to be all right, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Sagittarius. It feels like the Sagittarius needs to put the big girl panties on, the big boy drawers on, and just come together, have a come to Yehuda moment, where you're just like, you know what? No matter what's going on in my life, I can face it. Sagittarius, I feel like for the month of March, this is about you standing on business and facing whatever. Gratitude flow of life, making sure that you're looking at your results as well, okay, and getting the understanding that you need to get from it. So it's about standing on business, Sagittarius, no matter if there's like work business, home life, whatever this is, it's about you guys confronting things full speed ahead and aligning yourself with whatever the soul and the spirit has for you. Okay. Some of you have been wanting to just sweep shit under the carpet, and you cannot. If you keep sweeping this shit under the rug, as you know I love to say, you're going to start tripping over the shit. Some of you, when you trip, you hit your head. Now you have other issues. I mean, really. Now, some of the Sagittarius are wanting to avoid certain situations, even if that's love shit. You're wanting to avoid certain situations and you can't, because it's also about you just looking at it and facing the music and saying, hey, okay, this is what this is. Or, you know, home life, hey, this is what this is. And you know what? Let me go ahead and address this now. Let me go ahead and look at the bankruptcy now. Let me go ahead and understand why money keeps coming out of my account. Like, sometimes we're wanting to just put it on the back burner. March is the month of truth for Sagittarius, where you are not putting shit on a back burner. It is showing up to you this way because it's supposed to. You're supposed to wake up and smell the fucking roses. Now, some of the Sagittarius, you are in a space of being able to work with banishing energy. Banishing energy. So some of you Sagittarius need to go on and get your kitchen witching on. Okay. So you're working inside of banishing energy, meaning you can bring forth or get rid of anything that you're wanting to get rid of. If something doesn't feel good to you in your soul right now, Sagittarius, and you want to banish it, call justice to it and banish that shit out of your experience. You need to set your programs. You guys have been forgetting to download your programs. Absolutely not. You better call a thing and download your programs, okay? Download your programs. If you don't know what that means, you need to get with me and get the Spirit Dome class, get the Third Earth class, and learn how to download your program and stand in your shit and understand why you need to download your program and what that means. Don't forget you have this ability. So whether that's you downloading a program of banishing energy that's going to move shit out of your life, move right out of your life. Move it out of my life. Move. Come on, Rachel. Okay, and getting this done, getting shit out of your life, you need to do that. Some things are an infection, and when you allow an infection to grow inside of the body, and I don't just mean your physical body, because see, your home is your body, your finances is your body. Just as we as crystal beings, we make up the full body of the grandmother of ether, the soul and the spirit alike. You also are a body meant of all kinds of things, whether that is the body of friends, the body of family, the body of your work environment, the body of your home, the body of your finance, the body of your fucking body. Like, if something is an infection inside of that, you have to get rid of it. You need to understand that, Sagittarius. Soul and Spirit says recoil and recourse. So I want to Google those so I make sure that I'm understanding exactly how they are saying that. Recoil meaning suddenly spring or flinch back in fear, horror, or disgust. The action of recoiling, to move back because of fear or disgust of something, dislike. Okay. Oh, a minute. Okay, at its core, recoil refers to the involuntary physical and emotional response to a sexual encounter that feels overwhelming or uncomfortable. So now let's look at recourse really quick. A source of help in a difficult situation. So, okay, to use someone or something as a source of help in a difficult situation. The legal right to demand compensation or payment. Okay, so I do understand. So when something is not feeling good to you, recoil and recourse. Okay, so when something is not feeling good to you, it's okay to lean on people for help or ask for help. And again, that's y'all facing the music, facing this shit, actually not running from it. So I hope that that makes sense to you. You're able to understand exactly that. Okay. Sagittarius, let's listen. Some of you have had people around you, friends and family alike, that sometimes help to set up, yeah, no, I hate using this, but setting up plays that may not be so good for you. You need to use your banishing energy to get rid of people that keep trying to pull you into shit, pulling you in the wrong direction, keep questioning your spirituality. Well, why don't you feel like Jesus is. You need to start to banish people out of your experience, because you can. If someone is not showing up to you correctly, banish them out of your shit. Okay. Sagittarius, finances. Wait, some of you Sagittarius, something is going on with your vehicles. Either you're trying to get a car or need a car, but some of your motors, like it's something about the motor in the vehicle is going out. Like whatever that is, you've been trying to keep it running, keep it moving, Sagittarius. You need to go ahead and opt to go ahead and get another vehicle, because I don't want this to go out. You need to download a program of prosperity, download a program of getting you a new vehicle. Finances for the Saggies. someone is bringing recourse for you for the finances. Like someone is stepping in, has been helping you. Be careful with this though, because it feels like some of it, not all of it, some of you, and you know who you are. If you feel like it is going to bite you in the ass, it's because you already know that it's biting you in your ass already. Because sometimes people offer things that they only offer so they can talk about it later. Remember that, Sagittarius. But I know that some of you need extra help, and that's okay to receive it. But who are you receiving it from? If it's that messy sister of yours that just want to keep running around talking about how she got to keep saving you and pulling you out the hole, listen, download your program of prosperity and funds so Spirit can find a whole nother way. Simeon can go ahead and download your program of finances so you ain't got to, okay? Be hearing that shit. There's going to be some sort of turnaround for the finances for you, but you need to use your energy. You have a lot of energy right now that you can use. Use your ethereal and spiritual energy. Let your soul guide you in the correct direction, okay? You need to know what you're capable of doing and not just allowing anything to show up to your table, Sagittarius. You keep doing that. Don't allow just anything to show up to you. Now, there are some Sagittariuses, and I feel like I'm being, some of you, and it's not a lot of you, I mean some of you with that wicked soul energy, you're going to be exposed on some things, and turmoil is coming to those with that wicked energy on their soul because you knew that you have done some things over a course of time that you shouldn't have done, and it's going to show up to you. You should know that. What you thought was dead is getting ready to rise to your top, just so you know that. And some of the Sagittarius is you have somebody that's doing work against you, and it's probably me because bitch is coming to see you. It's coming to see you, bitch. So if you fucked with me, you should know, bitch, I've done work on you, bitch, and it's coming to see you. But if it ain't me, bitch, somebody did. And just so you know, bitch, ain't no questions, asshole. Just so you know, okay? Gratitude. No, we getting ready to do Leo now in just a minute. So yeah. Saggy singles. For some of my Saggy singles, I want you to be cautious and careful when entertaining people. There's some energy that's kind of circulating around you that may not be for your best interest, and they're coming in like they're trying to date you, and just, you know, needing you to just be careful about who you're giving your time and attention to, Sagittarius. Someone keeps calling Brianna. I don't know why I keep hearing that. I need to say that over and over again. Like, be careful, Brianna, be careful, Brianna. So I need to say that. So wherever that lies or wherever that falls on your soul, I have to say that. And so Sagittarius is in love relationships. It's time to build new bonds with those that you love. They keep using the word recourse over and over again. It's time to build those bonds with those that you love. Okay. Like dating, like some of the Sagittarius, y'all need to go on dates with your spouses. We need dates. We need some spark and fire back in the love zone, in the sexual energy. We need some of this now. There is a particular Sagittarius that the soul is showing me that has not been able to be sexual with your partner. It feels like that he has something going on testicular, like in his scrotum. It feels like there's some sort of pain there. Make sure that he goes to be seen because something is really, really wrong in his scrotum. It feels like there's like testicular cancer, something that's going on in that region, and he's not been able to perform with you because of pain and discomfort or something. That was a car, a vehicle. But he is having some issues, and I feel like you guys may be used to being very sexual with each other, but there is something going on there. Okay, so make sure that he goes and be seen and get these things checked out. Okay, gratitude, Sagittarius. Leo. Let's see here. Leo, guided information has been coming to you from the soul and spirit, and they feel like you're not paying attention to it. Like they've been giving you downloads of information, and it's almost like, how dare you keep ignoring what they're giving to you? Setting the stage, setting a precedent is important. Like it's almost like some of the Leos keep asking for things over on repeat, and they're giving it to you, but you keep ignoring it, like you think it's just you that's coming up with this, and it's not. They're giving it to you, and you're kind of just going over it, ignoring it, not really paying attention to what they're trying to get you to. Some of the Leos have been trying to put like something into place, like business and building workshops also, but it feels like it keeps slipping through the cracks. It keeps like the foundation isn't solid before you move on it. Some of the Leos keep trying to bring people in on their adventures, their businesses, you keep trying to bring people into your life and trying to bring people into your greatness, and you're not understanding why things are crumbling. But they've been trying to talk to you and tell you it's crumbling because you're trying to bring in energy that is not on the same frequency as yourself. Well, me and my sister, we were supposed to open up a beauty salon together, but something keeps happening. Yes, something keeps happening because you keep trying to bring other people in on it. Like your sister doesn't even really care about this business. Therefore, she's not really moving in the direction like you're moving. So it's not working. You need to recalibrate and look at doing something for yourself. Girl, that panty is eating the side of my goddamn leg up. I'm trying to pull it off, Marshall. Wait a minute. Ooh, stretch that out. Okay. Marshall's so crazy. So you've been trying to like pull people into your greatness, pulling people in. You got to stop for a minute and just listen to what the soul and the spirit has for you. Allow yourself to be reintroduced to self, be reintroduced to your greatness. Stop trying to bring everybody in on your business things. That is so, listen, I understand. Also, stop speaking on things before you're for sure about it. Like you're telling people you're getting ready to do this, and you're telling people I'm gonna take these trips. I'm gonna plan this. I'm trying to do this. I got this brewing. But people, you think these people are happy for you, and they are not. They don't even know why they're carrying this sort of disdain for you in their heart, because their heart is showing more than anything to me right now. I see the disdain, and they can smile and rub your back and tell you how happy they are for you. But baby, for some reason, they feeling like shit because they know that they're not happy for you. And it ain't for you to understand why they're not happy. They just not. Stop telling people your business stuff and ideas and what you're trying to do, even in your love life. Some of you Leos are trying to put yourself in other people's scripts, and that's not what you should be doing either. Some of you are pushing yourselves onto a relationship. Some of you are pushing yourselves onto a situationship. You're trying to include yourself, as Mo3 loves to say. Let me include myself. You are not supposed to be including yourself on some of these things. Allow yourself to take a back seat. If you have been showing up fucked up in your relationship for the last 10 years and now you feel like you want to propose and you've been talking to your spouse about proposing, or, and your spouse is like, fuck your ring. No, I don't want to get married. Like, what you've been beating me down for the last 7 years about getting married, and now they're over it. They are over it. They're over it. I don't feel like it's no coming back from it. Stop trying to force yourself onto some of these things, because it's a done deal. You might as well try to figure out how to go about things in the right now, because the ring or whatever that is that you're trying to force is not going to be what you want it to be. We need to recalibrate once again and see where you stand in the right now, because what you're trying to bring back up from the past is not that. This ain't that. This ain't that, Leo. This ain't that. Now, some of you have been wanting to do some sort of documentary or document your life, and you're not sure if people will listen to you, or you're not sure if people will be interested. But let me just say this, for those few people that are wanting to do that, it's not for you to understand or know who's going to want this. If your soul is moved to do it, then you need to do it. Some of the Leos are wanting to move, and I feel like some of this is you also trying to push this on. For example, when I'm saying, because some of the Leos want to move, it feels like some of you have been with people or in relationships, and they've been trying to get you to move, and now you're like, yeah, I think we should move, and they like, nigga, I was moving anyway. I don't give a fuck if you move or not. Please understand, they are for real. They don't really give a fuck if you're going to move with them or not. Some people are moving around, and like, if you're that Leo that's just now coming aboard, you need to kind of focus on yourself and not try to pull people with you. Even if you're the Leo that's wanting to move and your spouse hasn't been wanting to move, you're going to have to make some real decisions, because things are not happening for you where you are, and things keep happening in a way that is not pleasant to you, because you have not listened to yourself or have not listened to your soul to move in a direction in which the soul and spirit is pushing you to do. By January, Leo, this needs to be in full swing already, this move. You need to be planning it, looking at it, whatever this is, Leo. By January 2025, you need to be already in the process. And it could be because of whatever's coming. I don't know. Okay. Leo, there's been, again, so much information been given to you. You need to take this month of March and start to document things as well, like writing things down. so you can remember some things to do, get you a to-do list, jotting things down so you can look back and see what has developed, what took place. So you can also notate, because there's something else going on. Leo, some of you have people around you that should not be around you, or someone is around you that should not be around you. It's almost like you need to take note and document what's actually being said versus what the real is. And someone can tell you anything if you're not documenting or writing things down, because sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. And you won't know, or you won't remember, you'll question your remembrance. But if you can pull out a notepad and say, well, on this date, this was said, and that could be in business too, Leo. Some of you need to be keeping track of monies and different things inside of business too. Because some of you have people around you that are doing shit that is really, you have snakes. Snakes is in your grass. You have snakes in your grass, Leo. The crazy part, Leo, is this. You have snakes in your grass, and you have rabbits that are popping up eating your cabbage. So you don't even know which one you're supposed to be looking at, when in reality you should be looking at all of it. You should be looking at all of it. Gratitude, Retha. You may have some Leo placement in your chart, but y'all need to be looking at all of it. And you can't just get rid of the rabbits and leave the snakes. You can't get rid of the snakes and leave the rabbits. You got to get rid of all of it. Oh, because I understand the rabbits are watching you count your produce, and they feel like you're not missing, or you won't miss if they take an extra head of cabbage. They're watching what you're counting. Now somebody's watching your pockets, Leo. Someone is watching your success, and this is that jealousy in the heart. And they are snaking around, and you might have a shapeshifter in this motherfucker that is snaking and eating your cabbage at the same time. Someone is watching you, Leo, and they're not happy about what you have going on, and they are trying to take what you have because you got so much you won't miss it. And then they're also snaking around trying to stop you from getting anything else. Someone around you is not who they're pretending to be. You have a shapeshifter. It is time for you to clean out your shit. Time to clean house, Leo. And let me be very clear. Sometimes a shapeshifter is a shapeshifter because they are one that is in your family. It could be your very brother that you have done things for. You need to be very cautious and open with yourself, and download that program of Nzinga so you can see clearly. You need Nzinga to open your eyes, clear your path so you can see clearly. Gratitude. Leo, let's look at the finances. I feel like it's being chipped off a little bit. Your finances being chipped off and nibbled on, and it's kind of going down where it should be going up, and it's not. And it's because somebody is ciphering your energy. You need to clean your energy space, your people around you, so your finances can go back up. because your finances are in a decline. And I wish I had better news about your finances, but it doesn't seem like it's in a plummet. It seems like it's being nibbled on and chipped off. And it's because of those that you have around you. The energy that is being sent to you, this unclean. You better get your kitchen witching on, just like one of these other zodiacs, and get you get a garnet. Carry a garnet, especially if you're melanite. Get you a garnet and carry a garnet in your pocket for 7 days. I'm going to say faithfully. I would say wrap the garnet in. If you only have a dollar bill, do that. If you have a 5, 10, 20, 100, whatever you have, wrap a piece of garnets. Get you a garnet crystal, wrap it in money, and carry it in your wallet, your pocket, your purse. I don't care if you wrap it in coil of and make a necklace out of it and carry it. Get you a piece of garnet crystal and carry it on you. Yeah. Okay, Leo. So your finances. And I believe if you carry that garnet too and you download, it will reveal to you who's snaking you. Speak to that piece of garnet. Get you a garnet crystal, because that's melanite. Get you a piece of garnet, speak to it, tell it to bring you some funds, because you know citrine also brings in funds. Pyrite brings in funds. But for whatever reason, the soul and the spirit is telling me to tell you to get a piece of garnet crystal. Carry it and speak to it. Tell it what to do. Tell it to reveal to you who's snaking you, who's helping your pockets to decline, who you need to be exposed to. Speak to that piece of garnet and allow it to reveal things to you and to help you inside of your raising of your finances. Leo that are singles. I'm about to make me some coffee. I feel like for this month, Leo, you kind of need to separate yourself in this energy. So you're not allowing those that are no good for you to still come in, because that's the energy that you're in right now, my singles. So dating someone could possibly pull in the incorrect energy. So I would like for you to, if you could just hold off on dating for this energy field, okay, in this month. If you could just hold off until you clear it. And if you clear it, then go ahead, get you a date on. But clear this energy. So you can bring in the correct energy when dating someone. Leos and love relationships. I feel like you also need to be doing work of clearing the energy so you and your spouse can connect correctly. So because you may be feeling the energy and placing it there and it should not be there, or it also could be your spouse that is the shapeshifter. But you need to understand, you need to clear out this energy so you can even see your love relationship clearer. Stop trying to force things that are not to be forced in your love relationships, Leo. If you're feeling like this love relationship is not serving you, then you need to understand that. If you have done wrong and you feel like you've been working, trying to, or the love relationship wasn't where it needed to be, and you feel like I've been trying to fix it, then you need to stop trying to fix it and really look at this. Clear out your energy, Leo. Let me say that. Let me put this water on the boil so I can get me some coffee going. Yes. Don't be tardy for the party.
Trying to get in line, headed back to VIP. So tight that I can't breathe. I look good in this heat, sweat dripping all over me. Forget about work and the stress of the week. Party all night, we won't go to sleep. We own the club, oh yeah, we own the light. And I am not leaving till I see daylight. Don't be sorry for the party, party. Don't be sorry for the party, party.
What time do you do?
Let's celebrate. Yeah, it's my birthday. Let's celebrate. Forget about work and the stress of the week. Party all night and we won't go to sleep. We own the club, oh yeah, we own the light. And I am not leaving till I see daylight. Don't be tardy for the party, party. Don't be tardy for the party, party. Don't be tardy for the party, party. Don't be tardy for the party, party.
Let that water boil. Gratitude. All right. We coming back in strong. We coming back in strong. Woo. Girl, yeah, that was Kim Zodiac. Tardy for the party. We do not own the rights to that music. And nobody should own the rights to that bullshit. But never mind. Virgo. You didn't realize how horrible she sounds. That is so funny. Virgo, let's look at it. Gratitude, Virgo. Yeah, I'm about to drink some Rise coffee, honey. I'm about to drink me some Rise coffee with these Oreo cookies. Because the Oreos are vegan. Okay. Virgo. Virgo, this is a month of truth for you. In a different way. Virgo, I feel like you are much like the Gemini. You're feeling all of the things that you've been holding in is coming out in your physical body. What you have been holding inside of self is starting to show. Virgo, I feel like you have been in this space for a few months of wanting to like write the book, start the business, travel, do these different things, and like discover different things about yourself, act in a different way. And it's starting to show up in your physical form, in your physical body. It's showing up in the worst way. And you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why does things feel chaotic in my life? Why do things feel like it's out of order? It's because you're out of order, Virgo. You have not been living in your truth for at least a good 5 to 10 years. You haven't been living in your truth. And now it is showing up on you in a physical way, in a physical manifestation, whether that is the energy that is making things feel chaotic in your life, or it is showing up in physical pain. For a few months, we have talked about this heightened sexual energy. A lot of you Virgos have Daibolani in your energy. If you don't know who Daibolani is the deity that we may know as Medusa. And she is in this energy where she is like, it is her sexual energy that has been heightened for you. Come on, Daibolani. She is absolutely beautiful. And she has been trying to like change how you see yourself, Virgo. She's been trying to change how you see yourself. Some of you have been looking at yourself and you're feeling beautiful and feeling youthful, but then your body is feeling older and it's because you're not standing in your truth. You have to learn to stand in this truth, and this month is that truth for you. You have been in a very sexual heightened energy for the last, I know, 3 months, Virgo. And it's Dibolani that's doing it. As you may know her as Medusa. She is extremely beautiful. She has like blue eyes. She is dark complected. She has, sometimes she may show herself with locks. And sometimes she may show herself with very short, curly, coily, very thick hair. But extremely beautiful. Some of you Virgos have been trying to bargain your way through the soul and the spirit. Like, well, I'm going to just do this. If I do this and then I see this happen, then I'll go ahead and do. No, you will go ahead and do. Period. Because it is about you being truthful to yourself. You want to do this. You want to live this way. Some of you have been very frustrated with the sexual energy that's been placed upon you because you want to get rid of it. You don't know why you're feeling it, why it's so heightened. It's heightened because you are changing. You are not standing in your truth, and your truth is showing itself in some of this sexual energy and feeling beautiful and different and, wanting to live out loud the life that you have been keeping under, wraps. If you genuinely want a woman to give you oral sex, and that's what's been heightened on your soul's energy, then that is what's been heightened. And it's almost like this shit is driving you crazy. It is like this heightened energy, and it's almost frustrating to you guys. There's also another feeling that's been coming up for you also, Virgo. Some of you Virgos have been feeling like something is going to happen, something is wrong, and you don't want to speak on it because you're afraid that if you speak on it, you'll manifest it or make it happen. I think that's some of the energy as well. What I feel like is happening, Virgo, is I feel like you have ancestors that have been around you, that have been like guiding you in a specific way, and you were feeling their energy. And some of it is the energy of when you lost them, you feel it, and it gives you an eerie, woe is me feeling, something is wrong kind of thing. And now some of them are nudging you in a specific way to tell you that something is not right, that you're not doing what you should be doing, or not to go in that direction. So that's some of the energy that you're feeling, but that's coming from your ancestors trying to lead you in a different direction in which you're going in. Doesn't mean that something bad is getting ready to happen, because some of you have been feeling it like, oh man, something's happened. Something's about to, and it just really is your ancestors. You're feeling them. You're feeling it high. You're high on alert. A few of you Virgos, you keep losing things, and you're trying to figure out where it's at. Oh, it's what is it, 111? You're trying to figure out where it's at, and I feel like you're in a fog, a mental fog, because your mind is so many different places, just wrapped up in all of this different shit. Like it's in a fog. You need to declutter your mind. Some of you were convinced that you have Alzheimer's, dementia, and it's not what it is. You haven't been able to recall and remember because you're not. You need to clear out your mind. That's the best way I can put that for you. You need to clear out your mind. You need to start putting yourself in different spaces of energy with different people, Some of you Virgos are needing to say goodbye to some shit. Some of you are needing to say goodbye to some shit. When I say that to you, what I mean is this. You may not even fuck with certain people in your family, but for the sake of family, you will answer the phone if they call. You will sometimes reach out. It is the time in the right now for you to say, you know what? I wish y'all the best. I send so much love to you. I wish you the best. At this time, I don't feel like you bring anything to my life that is of value to me. I'm not always happy with the energy that I get from you. So in this moment, I choose to cut myself off from it. There is nothing wrong with it. When you speak these words, watch how shit change in your life. Virgo. I don't care if it's just a every 3-month thing and that you tap back in with that friend or that family. Like, it just feels like right now you need to give yourself space. And again, I don't care if you give yourself a 3-month space of not thinking, acknowledging, speaking, like none of it. You need to give yourself space right now. And don't hold yourself too harsh when you do it. Don't hold yourself too harsh when you do it. Allow yourself to step back again, to recoil. And inside of that, allow yourself this space and time and energy, please. Virgo, they said the twins are working with you at a great pace, a great speed, a great heightened. The twins are gating and getting, the twins of the ether. They have been working with you guys a lot. They may have been bringing things up from your childhood, reminding you of things that you wanted to do, or reminding you of scenes or things that have happened in the past in your childhood. That is for you to get rid of some of these things. They have been moving in your ethereal energy to clear out certain things. The twins have been working with you highly. I'm gonna get my coffee. Virgo, you have to stop putting so many things on your plate, then getting upset when it looks like the shit is not going in your direction, when really it's you that's stopping it. Y'all been calling on your ancestors, your mom, inside of the ether, inside of ancestral work. Y'all been calling on it like, ooh, grandma, help me. I don't even know. You do know, but you're not allowing yourself to grow. And that's the best way I can say it. Because you keep telling yourself you're going to do this and do that, but you're not actually doing it. You will start something, and then you will say, for example, if you're writing a manuscript or a story, it's almost like you'll get a few pages and you'll read it and you'll read it and you'll read it. And now you feel like you need to change, correct that. And then you'll read it again. And like you haven't gone past these first 7 pages. Hold on. Let me block Jasmine Patterson Nicole real quick. Let me go in and block this bitch. Nobody is going to call you. Nobody is going to reach out to you because they don't care what you have to tell them. Nobody is going to do that. Just know that I'm blocking you right now. If that person, which is a scam artist, is calling you by your name, you guys, please let them know that you have nothing for them. Okay? I'm trying to get in here so I can go and block this bitch. Now you're blocked. All right, they're blocked. Sorry, that's my chair, you guys. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are just, it's in you're able to control it, Virgo, is what I'm saying to you. And I'm sorry I'm taking so long on this. I had to do that really quickly so that you are a scam. You are a scam and you're blocked. Don't worry about it. That is a scam. Do not respond to that person, Jasmine Patterson Nicole. They've been blocked already. So Virgo, yeah. Now let's talk about this going forward, the finances really quickly. Well, okay, first of all, they said, Virgo, the truth can sometimes hurt. And then they said to say, Trisha, your mom says hi, which is my sister, which means that's my mom. They're saying hi to my sister, Trisha, who's a Virgo. So, Trisha, your mom says hi, and that, yes, she heard you. No, you're fine. Something about your grandbaby is okay. Don't worry about it. I don't know, Trisha, if they're saying like you need to, like, O'Shea's okay, because I don't know if he's like, I don't know what that is, but they keep acknowledging O'Shea and saying he's okay. So Trisha, that's for you, okay? That's from your mom, our mom. Anyway, so now, bring some of this sage. Your finances. Child, what is it? Something about doubling back. I feel like, as far as the finances goes, like some of you, income taxes is standing. Your income taxes is standing out, and I feel like some of you need to be sitting on this. Like you need to be sitting on it, because I feel like you had so many plans before you got your income taxes or whatever this is, or the money. And now it's like, okay, so what do I do? Let me do that. Like, no, you need to just sit still for a moment. Sit still for a moment on your income taxes. Just sit still for a moment, Virgo. Like he said, don't allow anyone to trespass on your heart space. I feel like we're talking about our singles as well when we're talking about this, Virgo, not allowing people to trespass on your heart space. So even when dating, if you feel like someone is showing to you incorrectly, showing up to you incorrectly, then, speak your piece, Virgo, and not allow them to show up to you in that way. Now, again, the finances. So let me stop there because there's a Virgo that's been considering getting some sort of BBL or lipo. It really feels like a BBL. I gotta be honest with you. If you are that Virgo that was considering going to get a BBL, they're going to fuck you up. You need to either look at a different place because it's not going to look correct. It's not going to be right. And I feel like you already have a feeling about it. That is not what you should do. Whatever that is not going to be correct. You need to look at a different place. Whatever Virgo that is connected to, yeah. Love relationships. Some of you have been staying in the relationships because it was helping you to pass the time. And I feel like some of you really have love for the person you're in a relationship with, which is fine. But it feels like you've been passing time with someone. Now, some of you Virgos, it just feels like your relationships have been kind of spacey, where you're either like, you don't want to be interested in anyone else because you love the person you're with, but it's like, I feel like you're craving something more. And it could be that you're craving something more from the relationship that you're in. So maybe you need to be very vocal about what it is that you feel like you need. Stop being such a prude where you feel like, oh my God, I really want him to put his hand around my throat when he's like, but I don't want him to think bad things of me or never do that. Or you are with someone who won't expand in their process of having sexual encounters with you that you're in a relationship with and you're bored. You need to be truthful about this. Okay. You need to be truthful about it. Okay. I'm finishing up on that Virgo. Gratitude. Okay. Cancer. Cancer. All right, Cancer. Two things they say to you, Cancer. They say, the building blocks to success are built if you build it, but you're only foolish if you are willingly playing the fool. Some of you are being foolish because you know that something isn't correct and you're still engaging in it. Some of you have been building your building blocks to success and gratitude for building it. But also, Cancer, some of you have been talking too much. They're bringing to me a saying that was said to me years ago by a friend of mine. The least that you say is the least you wish you would have said. If you're not saying too much, then you don't have to wish that you didn't say it later. Oh, Miss Patricia Banks, gratitude for that. Okay. The soul and the spirit, Cancer, says you've been asking for a way out of something, but every time they present you with a way out of something, you're not taking that way out. Cancer, it feels like you have been clawing your way to hold on to something. Like they're trying to remove things out of your life, Cancer. You're trying to hold on to them, Cancer. Where you should be being quote unquote fruitful and multiplying. Like I feel like you are holding on to all of this progressive energy and not putting it out here. Like Cancer, your energy feels kind of chaotic, but it doesn't have to be. Like it doesn't have to be chaotic. It just feels like it's chaotic because you won't let it go. You keep holding on to it. We're jamming. Me wanna jam it with you. We're jamming. Hey, I hope you like jamming too. I'm singing it because I'm hearing it playing in my mind, and I feel like it has something to do with the Cancer. I don't know if somebody has a connection to like Jamaica or reggae music, or if you have a connection to that message of jamming. I hope you like jamming too. We jamming. I want to jam with you. Like the soul and the spirit could be giving you this as to say, hey, I'm with you. We want to work with you, but you got to let us do it. Or you very well could have a connection to Jamaica yourself. Okay. Some of the Cancers have been feeling overwhelmed. And where you felt like things were going correctly, or it looked like they were going in the right direction, it looks like it spent the block and came back. And when you came back around the block in your car, the car now has a flat tire. And it's like, well, what the fuck? This is a brand new car. Like, why does it have a flat tire? Well, it's because of this energy. Like you've been asking for things to change and you're not allowing it to change because you've been standing in the same shit, or you keep showing up to yourself incorrectly. Like there are things that are trying to change. You're not allowing to change, Cancer. You got to change it so it won't be as overwhelming. For some reason, I feel like music is going to be big for y'all for this month too, because they're talking about Jagged Edge. They're actually asking me to play it. So let me play this Jagged Edge really quickly, y'all, because it's a message in here for the Cancer. I know the song that they're getting me to. Let me see. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Oh. So, okay, the soul and the spirit is making a promise. Nothing is promised to me and you. But they promise that they will stay true. So they say that they will never leave and everything will be all right. You got to allow the soul and the spirit to work with you. That sure the fuck was deep, wasn't it? They are making you that promise that if you stand in and stand 10 toes down, they're going to stand with you, Cancer, and they're going to help you through this process because you're feeling very overwhelmed. But as you know, nothing is promised to us, but they're making you a promise, Cancer, that if you stand with them, they're going to stand with you. Okay. Some of the Cancers have been intrigued. Some of you have baby fever. Some of you have been going back in your mind to when your bigger children were small and babies. like you have been retracing your steps. You have been very intrigued by different things. Some of you, like the wind of change is blowing. I mean, etheria is blowing in your direction. Um, and either you're going to allow the winds to change or you're going to get blown away, Cancer. And that's just what that is. Either you got to allow the wind of change to change shit around you, or you're going to be blown away. Y'all need to take some time and really write down petitions. A petition is something that you want or you're wanting to change. You need to write some things down so you're very clear in your mind, because when chaos energy is in effect, Cancer, it's because you may be saying one thing and doing another thing. So you want something to change, but you're holding on to it. You need to be very clear and intentional and write down what it is that you want, because then you'll be able to see how chaotic you're being in your intention, and you'll understand. Because you can't say, man, I really want to move to Florida, but I don't really want to move there by myself, but I don't really want nobody with me, but I need a new job, but I don't really want to be in this one, but I like what I do, but I ain't going to quit. I ain't going to try to find another job. Like, you're very indecisive right now. And it's just about you writing things down so you're very clear. Cancer, they just want you to be very clear as what you're asking them for, so you will see what kind of energy they're working with. They don't know what to do for you. They don't know what to do for you because you don't know what to ask for. You need to be intentional and not be fearful of saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, asking for the wrong thing. You need to set your stage and then get center stage and go ahead and let the production and the script play itself out as how you have written it. I am to say to the Cancers that we're doing this, that they don't care about your threats of shutting down your business or walking away from something. They don't care about your threats. You can't threaten the soul and the spirit as to, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to walk away. I'll just close down the business then. If that's the case, then if spirit, if God ain't going to do what they're supposed to do, I'ma just, well, then do it then. Do it then. And that's that on that. Some of the Cancers have been trying to, or were supposed to take a trip, or supposed to be planning out the trip, and you keep allowing other things to come in between what you're trying to do, even if that is business-wise or on a personal level of taking the trip or doing something for yourself and going somewhere or doing something. You have not been actively planning these things. It's almost like you start to do something, and then whatever someone else has going on, Cancer, you have been allowing that to affect everything that you're trying to do. Well, my wife is supposed to be, well, my mom is supposed to be, well, my father is supposed to be, well, my brother needed me to do. You got to do what you need to do for you. Can y'all still hear me okay? I want to make sure you can hear me okay still. Some things you have to do on your own as well, Cancer. Okay, gratitude, Miss Tanisha. Some things you have to do on your own, Cancer. I feel like you're also trying to include too many things and too many people, much like the other zodiac sign. You're trying to include too many things or too many people in what you're also trying to do. And you need to get away from that. If you have not taken the trip or gone on this business trip because you needed your friend or you needed your spouse to go with you, and they can't get the time off, then guess what? You need to get your ass on a fucking flight and go do what you need to do. You are an adult and you are capable of standing on your own 2 feet and doing these things, period. You don't need somebody to hold your hand at every turn to do what you need to do. Some of the Cancers have built fortresses around themselves, and it is a fortress of what you think is protection, but really you have built these walls up around you, Cancer, so that everybody else is responsible for you. You can stand with your head high and feel like, oh, I am the this, I am the that. But in reality, there are people that you have put in place in your fortress so you don't have to stand alone. If you are not careful, your fortress will be brought down and you will be completely exposed. So all of the shade you thought you was getting from the hot ass sun, you'll burn the fuck up, or you will learn how to absorb that sun. That's a word. That's a word. Nobody is responsible for you but you. If you had to be in a Wendy Williams situation, you'll be mad about it. Get your life together. Knock it the fuck off, Cancer. If you had to be in a guardianship program, you'll be mad as fuck. Knock it the fuck off. Finances for the Cancer. It feels like some of you have been waiting on some monies to come in, but it feels like it's at a steady, whether that's high or low, it's just steady. It's not dropping, it's not going up, it's just at an even keel. So if you've been evenly without funds, then it's that. If you've been just evenly mediocre in your funds, then it's just that. If you have been evenly high in your funds, it's just that. It feels like nothing, like your whole funding financial situation is on pause. It feels like the soul and the spirit, Cancer, is trying to force your hand to move yourself, to become more active. Like it almost feels like you became complacent over the last month or two. And like, okay, I know the soul and the spirit got me. They gonna do. I ain't gotta even do much. You probably even said that out of your fucking mouth. I ain't even gotta do much. Who gonna? You better get busy being active in your own soul's ethereal energy. Because Etherea has been blowing the wind in your direction of change. The chaos energy, sometimes chaos energy is not bad, Cancer. It depends on how you use it. How do you use it? Singles. Singles, it feels like you have not been showing up in your most authentic space of self, because it feels like Say, for example, if you have been telling people that you are like, yeah, I own a business, and the business you own is not producing or making any money. It's not that you can't say that you own that business, but what are you going to do with that? So then when they get to know you and they see that you're not actively even participating in your own business that you've been saying that you own, they're going to look at you in a different way. So if you are dating, you need to be your most authentic self and say, yes, I own this business. It is not active in this moment, but I've been working towards getting this back up and running. Or I'm actively trying to get my small business to a different space. So you can't stand out here and be like, yeah, I own XYZ's cosmetology services, and it's only by name. You need to be authentic when dating someone or putting yourself out here for dating. You need to make sure that you're standing in your truth and light and showing up as your most authentic self when meeting people out here in the dating space. Okay. Greetings, Denny. My Cancers that are in love relationships. Some of the Cancers feel like that you guys have been restarting of the restart of the McManagement of the restart inside of your love relationships. It feels like you guys have been really honestly trying to get on the same footing, which is a great thing. Great thing. Okay. Of trying to get on the same footing and just wanting things to work out, and have been like actively, well, what do you think about this? Don't fall back into something that wasn't working. Making sure that you're actively going towards the future of building and understanding. Some of you Cancers are looking at moving, buying properties, getting a house, moving. And it feels like that has been like a thorn in your side when it comes to your love relationship with your person. Like it's been a thorn in your side, and it's like, why is this not working? Some of you Cancers are when it's bringing up love relationships for some of the Cancers, it feels like you're missing some people in your life that used to be in your life. Like you don't know why that you're now missing them, or why their energy is showing up in your energy field the way that it is. And you may be being vocal with your spouse about it, having these conversations about it, and that's okay. But just being, honest and authentic with your spouse, I think is a good thing. And as far as that Cancer, I feel like you guys are trying to really make strides in that department where everything else is not necessarily working itself out. And maybe that's also why you're feeling like you can't move in a certain way by yourself. But listen, stand tall and stand strong, or watch how the energy move your ass in itself. Aries. Ooh, so I'm going to start Aries off with the song. Girl, what's going on with this damn phone? Oh shit. I'm going to start Aries off with this song. What you know to be real? I think I love you, baby. Aries, to be real, right now you can't stand in no more realer energy than what you are standing in the right motherfucking now, Aries. It feels like you have set the stage, set the play. Spirit is telling me, soul and spirit is telling me to give Aries the star of the month. You guys have been trying to keep it real, even sometimes when keeping it real goes wrong. It feels like you have been trying to keep shit real for yourself, because it feels like, Aries, you understand this is the only way you're going to be able to get over a hump in your life is to keep it real. It feels like you have been using your banishing energy, your manifesting energy. You have been talking to the soul and spirit, whether you call it spirit or God or soul energy, whatever you reference it as. You have been in communication. Like, am I doing this right? Am I supposed to be doing this? I mean, you've been going to the soul and the spirit about everything, honey. Like, should my toenails be looking like this? Okay, so if you feel like, spirit, that my toenails should not look like this, then you will help me to get my toes done. Okay, so Aries, you get the star of the month from the soul and the spirit because they feel like you have been trying to keep it real, even when real goes wrong. Let's look at it. Some of you have been in your kitchen witching, but in a different form. Some of you have been cooking. And when you're cooking, they have been talking to you in your kitchen while you're cooking. And you have been either coming up with great ideas, or they have been like clearing your energy as you're cooking. And you're putting a whole bunch of love into it, okay? Aries, hey, Aubrey, greetings, mama. I don't care if you're cooking a pot of neck bones, or if you are cooking some shrimp Alfredo, or if you're just making you an egg sandwich, honey. It feels like you have been kitchen witching while you were cooking, because what they keep showing me, someone that has been making food. And it looks like like I said, a pot of oxtails or something is what it looks like to me. And it's like you're listening to them as you're sprinkling in your seasoning and you're stirring it. And it's like you're smiling because you understand that you trying to keep it as real with yourself as possible. You've been trying to keep it real with the soul and spirit as much as possible. And they have been bringing your ancestors to you, giving you small doses of downloads of information, of thoughts, ideas, generating creations and inventions. Like, it's happening while you're in the kitchen. It's happening while you're in the kitchen, and it's not a bad thing. So as you're sprinkling in your seasoning, you don't even know that you're sprinkling in your juju. You're sprinkling in like this is your witch's brew. And also, let me tell you again, witch is not a bad thing. We found that out. Witch means to be a wise woman, a wise person. So while you're in your witchery, you're sprinkling in, when you're putting in a little bit of that seasoning, Cajun seasoning, and all of these different things, really you're over there grabbing your Damiana and your Paul Diarco and your wormwood and your catnip. You're really wanting to mix your witch's brew, but because you only know how to cook, that's how you're manifesting it. That's how you're doing it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Allow them to keep giving you the star of the month, Aries. Allow them to keep speaking to you and listening to the downloads that they are giving you, because it is okay. It's okay to acknowledge love that you have for something or someone. And it's okay to acknowledge that your heart is calling out for love as well, Aries. I feel like Aries, you are in a I don't want to say cute because we already know what that is, but you are in a space of love. There's a lingering energy of love where you're wanting to be love and give love, and you don't even know why you feel so lovable or inside of this place of bliss. It's because you have been exalted into the space of understanding and bliss, if you would. And so you're kind of wanting to just sprinkle it on people, and your fairy dust, you're sprinkling it on. Do you know I love you? Let me call Quatita and just tell Quatita I love her. I don't even know why. She is heavy on my mind. Let me just, Quatita, how you doing? Please don't cuss me out for calling you. But I just want to show you gratitude and tell you how much I love you. It's because you're in the space of bliss. You're in a space of bliss. You're wanting to just share and sprinkle that which you have been receiving. Which you have been receiving. You have been wanting to just sprinkle it and share it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Some of you have been feeling it so deeply and so strong that it's brought tears to your eyes. It's made you want to cry, and you're not understanding it. And, it is. And some of it can also be, some of it can turn into or is showing up as an energy of missing someone or feeling like you're missing something, whether that is a loved one or just feeling like, oh, I'm so grateful. I did not know the soul and the spirit before, but I feel like, oh, I'm missing what I never knew that I was missing. And I feel good that I had it, but I feel bad that I didn't know it. Like, it's a whole conglomerate of energy, and you are okay. You are okay. Some of you have been wanting to start your own YouTube pages and channels and like tea times. I almost feel like some of this is directly for all things tea with me. It is something about you starting your YouTube page or going back to or actually progressing inside of it, because it feels like it's a vlog of celebrity news and messiness, and not in a bad way, but it feels like you have an energy that can be used to promote your business, all things tea with me. So I want you to stand in that. And if you are wanting to have the messy blog, honey, then do your messy blog, honey. You are holding yourself back where you don't need to. A lot of you, someone is wanting to do makeup reviews on TikTok, or, promote, be an ambassador. And we're looking for ambassadors for our skin line and our blissful and shit like that. Some of you have been wanting to like do hair reviews and get some of these lace fronts or these bundles and do reviews on it. Only you are holding you back because you don't know where to start. Reach out to some of these companies and let them know, hey, I am looking to do an ambassadorship with someone or people and this and that. Like, just start small. Start reviewing what you can review and do it that way, because I do believe you will be okay. You'll be successful. Some of you are just wanting to just start some of these businesses. Some of you have been wanting to go to nursing school. You don't think you can do it. You won't do it if you don't do it. There's so much energy on the Aries right now that are making you want to move. Some of you want to get into real estate and you haven't done it. It's a course of at least 5 weeks and you can do it. Do that shit. I know it's heavy on me to go now and take my real estate exam. It's been in my mind for a few days. I've been looking at different properties, and like the soul is trying to get me back into that so I can just go and take my exam finally. You guys need to get back to your zhuzh. Let me tell you something, all things with T. There's a Wendy Williams energy. You need to call up on that energy. I want you to call her by her name, Wendy Williams Hunter. Give me the permission to use your success and your energy because I want to use you. Please allow your soul's energy to find me and bring me success. I want you to say that out of your mouth, all things with T. And then I want you to download their program of success and watch what that does for you. She will let you use her energy and she doesn't even know it. She'll give you permission, but you got to ask for it. I want you all to understand you can do that. Aries, get on your shit. Get on your shit. Aubrey Marie, I want you to call out to Oprah Winfrey's energy and tell her, I am now going to use some of your energy to make my talk show just as successful as yours was. I'm calling on you. I'm going to call my soul to your soul, Oprah Winfrey, and I'm going to use your soul's energy of success to make my talk show great. I'm asking for permission, but I'm also getting ready to call your soul's energy so I can use some of it. Yarik Paya Eye my door. Kufe Ye my door. Use this energy that you can, Aries. Aries finances. Aries, I feel like your finances isn't where they should be right now, and I feel like it's because of you. I have to say that. Yeah, you can do that. Motherfuckers don't be calling on my energy because I ain't got nothing to give out right now. So don't be calling my energy. Don't be like, well, T, I don't want to use your energy. No, bitch. Go on somewhere. Go sit down. Use Sloan Bella's energy. She got all the hype right now again. Anyway. So your finances are where they are right now because you're allowing it to be that. You got to quit forgetting that you can download program of finance. You need to be getting in your kitchen witching, my Aries. If your finances isn't what it should be, you need to snip off a little piece of your hair, honey. Mix it in with some pyrite dust. Go and get you some grapefruit oil and mix it in with that, honey. Get you some honey and mix it in with that. Maybe a little bit of Florida water, honey, and put it in like a little thing and carry it around with you. You need to be kitchen witching on yourself, okay? Kitchen witching on yourself. Snip off a little bit of your hair. Get you some grapefruit oil. And I say that because what do grapes do? They grow on vines, bitch. So mix in a little bit of your hair with some grapefruit oil, some honey, some pyrite dust, because pyrite brings in money. You can also get you some garnet like we talked about. You can rub all of this mixture on a garnet, on a piece of pyrite, and wrap it up in a dollar bill and carry that shit around with you. Kitchen witching. Yarik Paya Eye my door. Kufeye my door. Tazik Kufeye my door. Okay? And period. The boots had shade on them. Okay? And yes, Aries. So therefore, now singles. I feel like some of you singles are not wanting to necessarily focus on the dating spirit right now, even though you want to share in love and be in love. But I feel like where you are and in the real now, you are understanding right now needs to be a focus on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, Aries. If you are talking to someone and dating someone, that's still okay. But long as you are dating self, that's where your love energy needs to be, with the dating of self, Aries, and keeping it as real, because sometimes, Aries, you lose yourself when you start dating someone and you forget how to be as authentic, because you are going back into the, am I good enough? Do they see me? Am I cute? How my smile look today? Like, You need to focus, because when you are in this space of focus and loving yourself, when you do meet someone, you will show up as your best self, and it ain't going to matter. Like, you're going to get rid of all of those thoughts of insecurities. Okay. Period. Aries in love relationships. It feels like some of the Aries that are in love relationships are like trying to remember the best friend in which you're with, which is okay. Spirit says stop sharing so many germs with this person. I don't know if y'all using the same washcloth, toothbrush, whatever this is. Like, you ain't got to be sharing so many germs with this person, slobbing all in each other's mouths to death. Like, you ain't got to be sharing as many germs with your spouse as you are doing. I think it's a good thing that y'all trying to get back, just like the Cancer, into y'all's friendship of love. And that's a beautiful thing. But listen, it's okay. I feel like some of the Aries in love relationships are planning trips or wanting to take a trip, or you've been talking about a trip with your spouse, or you've been like wanting to go to the park and like do some things on a love spectrum. It's kind of been cold in some areas. So you haven't been able to do that. But I feel like in the Aries space of love energy, you are wanting to do that, but it may have not been as feasible. But take this time as spring coming in, Aries, to get back into the love, because I feel like y'all's sexual energy has been heightened as well for those that are in love relationships. And that's okay. You know, some of you gonna fuck around and be pregnant by June or July. You keep this shit up. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm about to do Capricorn, but I'm two more after this. Scorpio and Libra. All right. Capricorn. Hey, Nikki Fuller. Hey, Ayana Jones. Hey, Miss Catherine. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn, your wisdom has been heightened. You have been picking up on things and sensing things, and you're just not sure if you're tripping or if you're actually inside of this energy of your soul's capability and spiritual gifts. And you are. And you are. By the way, when we did our Mesthetic, Miss Aubrey Marie has her lip gloss line named Noir, and she sold out her first time putting them on the market. At any trade show or event, and she sold and showed the fuck out. So gratitude to Aubrey Marie and her lip gloss line called Noir. She sold out for the first time with putting them up. Gratitude, Aubrey. So Capricorn, yes, honey. You're trying to understand if your spiritual gift is heightened or if you're just tripping, because I feel like Capricorn, you've been picking up on things and you are just trying to understand if your gift is heightening or if you're tripping. Your gift is heightening. It's almost like the soul and the spirit keep showing you things, like messages on t-shirts or messages when you click onto your Facebook, something to pop up and it's like registering or ringing a bell for you. Like they're just trying to see where you are in the right now, if you are paying attention, Capricorn. They want to know if you are paying attention. You have been bruised in your ego, in your soul has been bruised and scarred, but all of these things can be washed away by you just listening to yourself and listening to your soul's energy and getting on a different track. These things can be washed away. Hold on, I'm supposed to be starting a session. I need to let her know that as soon as I'm done with the horoscopes, I will be with her. Hold on, guys. Okay. Capricorn. I also feel like you are wanting to feel love, how the Aries is feeling it. I feel like you're also wanting to feel it, like you're calling in Capricorn, you're calling in a different energy, you're calling in love's energy. You have been like in a mental discussion continuously with yourself over the last, I want to say 6 weeks, and just trying to understand where you are in the placement of your own space in life right now, Capricorn. And you're just trying to figure this out. You're heightened in your soul's energy, your spiritual energy, and your gift is developing, is busting open, and you're feeling all of these different things, and now you're trying to compartmentalize and say, hey, this should go here, this should go here. Should I be feeling this? Okay, I'm feeling that. What does that mean for me on this? Like, I feel like you're also trying to develop things about yourself, in your business, or where you're wanting to go financially. I also feel like you should be writing things down, Capricorn, so you will be understanding of where you're trying to go. You don't just have it in your mind. You can actually see it on paper. I don't know why they're telling me this, but I'm going to just state it because they keep saying Kevin Gates is part of Tetron's tribe. And maybe that's why he's, oh, they want me to play that. Oh, okay. Got it. Because Tetron is trying to work with the Capricorn for whatever reason. Yeah, Tetron is really trying to work with, huh. Ooh. Mm-hmm. So Tetron is trying to work with the Capricorns. In search of the big life. The lights in the sky. You don't want to sleep home alone. Listen, Capricorn to Tetron is on it. Is on it. You know, that is father time. That is the cosmic stars. That is the wind. You know, to Tetron, he covers a lot and he can move a lot of energy. You better be calling on to Tetron, Capricorn, because he is the jaguar right now, baby. He is the leopard. He is the cheetah. He is that guy. He is that guy, and he is trying to work with you. It is extreme power being handed to you, and that's why your gift is opening up. That's why you're sensing so many things, and you're just trying to figure out if you're tripping. And again, damn it, you're not. You're not. Remember to download your programs, people. They said Kevin Gates is so high in his energy right now, and they want to take him down and take him out, but he's covered. And they've been using high witchery to fuck with his mind. They've been trying to make him look crazy in the public. Like he is a walking manifestation of some strong energy. They want to stop his learning and they can't, because he understands a few things. He may have some things off in his understanding, but he does have a lot of genuine understanding when it comes to the soul and the spirit. He understands alchemy and magic. He works with Sirion a lot, and I don't think he knows that it's Sirion, but he understands alchemy. So they're trying to get y'all to that same level, Capricorn, of y'all's alchemy and using y'all's energy, being able to connect inside of the cosmos and the solar plane with Tetron, because he is the solar system. And so calling on him in great magnitude, Capricorn, download that program of Tetron, allow him to help you. Yeah, they want to take Kevin out, and they ain't not able to do it. I want him to be careful, because they're in cahoots of talking about using his children and his wife, and like they're trying to figure out who they can use to get to him. Y'all send that message to Kevin. They're also been trying to get to people that's in his circle. Far as his spiritual team, they've been trying to get to these people too, to get to him. They want him badly for whatever reason. They're getting ready to put out some sort of false statement on Kevin. I would be looking to see that around May or June or some shit like that. But yeah, they're going to be trying to put out a false statement against him. So Capricorn, I feel like Capricorn, you've been counting your money in your head too, of what you could do, but you're not actually getting to it. It's time for you to get to the bag. Get to the bag. Things are getting ready to change for the Capricorn in the next few months. And I feel like it's on the upswing. As long as you are calling on this energy and reprogramming your program and upgrading your system, then you are going to be right in the midst of where you're trying to get to. There's going to be some moves for some of the Capricorn as well. You're going to be moving as well. I feel like some of the Capricorns are not going to have a choice but to move. It feels like, I don't know if something happens inside of the housing where it's going to force you or push you to move. More like a water pipe bust, or like the program that you're on, or something to do with your housing changes. And it's like, fuck, I'm going to have to make this change and make this move. What they're trying to get you to do is use your power and your magic, calling on them, your ancestors and the deities to help you, so you'll understand what kind of power you work with. Even in downloading your program, Capricorn, they want you to stand strong. Now, some of the Capricorns have already moved, and there's going to be people that's going to be showing up saying that they need you. If you know, like I know, if that person has not been there for you, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. So if it's your ex that's coming into your space like, hey, I need somewhere to stay, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. Oh, God damn. I hope that's not my niece. My niece is a Capricorn. Heard you, Vegan Express Eat. You need to download a program that's going to help you. You need that program. It's going to help you. I really feel like the Capricorn, wherever you are inside of your business, or like going to school or whatever it is, like you got to go ahead and put that in full swing, and take that chance and opportunity. I don't care if you were trying to set up a website, or you like going to do your own Instagram or TikTok shop or whatever this is, you need to get in the full swing of it. I need to say that to the Capricorn, the Cancer, the Scorpio, the Aries, and the Leo as well. All of you zodiacs need to be looking at Instagram and TikTok shops for your businesses. Getting into some sponsor programs, because we have sponsorship slots, you can use those, but also like getting people to use your shit, ambassadors or whatever that is. Y'all need to really be believing right now, Capricorn. Believe, no, 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 no. You know, no, 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 no. Believe, I know, no, 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 no. I feel like your finances are wavering, where it's not like in a bad place, but it's not where you want it to be either. And I feel like it's really just based on you and what you are capable of doing and how you are showing up to yourself and allowing your finances to work for you and what you're putting into placements that's going to give you the desired outcome on how your finances are going to be growing. You need to write a check to yourself, Capricorn. I don't care if it's only $13,000 that you put on that check and carry that shit around with you. You come on, like I told the Aries and like I told the other zodiac sign, like get you some crystals, clip some of your hair, use some of your zhuzh. You need to be kitchen witching to yourself. Cinnamon. You can put some cinnamon with some of your hair, some of the you can use olive oil, grapeseed oil, and lather that shit over one of these citrines or pyrite or garnet crystal, like slather that shit over it and wrap that up in that check, wrap that check up in a dollar bill or whatever, and carry that shit around with you. Kitchen witching on yourself, you guys. I need that on a t-shirt. Kitchen witching. Yeah. Put t-shirt. Kitchen witching. Okay. So your finances can do a little bit more. My singles. Honestly, I feel like some of you, and I know one, it's been heightening your sexual energy, but honestly, I feel like it is really connected to something else. I feel like the sexual energy that the Capricorn has been feeling is of the heart space. Your heart space is open and is looking to receive love and bliss. And so it's showing up inside of sexual energy. Although it ain't nothing wrong with getting you a little bit. Okay. Well, I mean, listen, you better go rub you out one. And when you rub you out one, use some of that. Use some of that zhuzh in your kitchen witching, honey, and call out to the manifestation of what you're trying to program. Yeah, so some of that energy, like I feel like it's okay to talk to a few people. I feel like Capricorn, it's okay for you to get your date on and have conversations, because it don't even feel like dating for me to you. It feels like vibing and conversing with some people, and just having a good time, being around like-minded energy and other people that are wanting to kind of move in the same direction as you. And then again, that could just be friendships too. It feels like you're open to receiving energy, of good energy. Capricorns in love relationships. I feel like what I pick up on for some of the Capricorns is a reconsideration. Some of the Capricorns are in a space of reconsidering if they even want to still be in their relationships and marriages, and just trying to decide what you're wanting to do or how you want to progress inside of this relationship with your spouse. Be open to making decisions together or apart. I honestly feel like right now the Capricorns in love relationships just need to make some decisions. Y'all need, I want to say a reset, but it just feels like y'all need to make some decisions right there. Honestly. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this for some reason. You're feeling neglected. And your guilty pleasure. Period. Scorpio. Scorpio. Child, they said, Scorpio, you've been having a blank stare because you've been just trying to figure out, like you staring into space and you just trying to figure out where you are going. Like you are calling out to the ethers and just trying to get understanding to make sure you are going in the right direction. Whew, child. They don't even know why you've been having this blank stare, child, Scorpio, because they keep trying to give it to you and you kind of keep questioning. It's almost like you're like the Gemini. You need them to come and just tell you that you are doing correct or you are doing incorrect when you should be listening to your soul's energy, and how your soul is telling you what it is that you need to do. I understand. You've definitely been trying to be obedient, though, Scorpio. You've been trying to be obedient to yourself and to your soul and your spirit, but you've just been questioning some things. Papa Candelo is saying that he is trying to work heavily with the Scorpio because your heart space is so open, and you're just trying to understand a few things, Scorpio. Right now you're in an energy that can not make or break, Scorpio. You're in an energy of, are you going to have another looping energy come to you, or are you breaking free and going to the future and not circling back inside of that energy again? And it feels like it is where you're just needing to be balanced. Some of the Scorpios are almost getting ready to loop back around to the same, because you may have been experiencing it. I know I have, but you may have been experiencing it. And it's really like you're trying to break free from this. Some of the Scorpios are feeling cursed right now. Like, do somebody got to curse on me? Is somebody doing work on me? Is there energy work? Like some people may be trying to, but honestly, it's about you breaking free from some of this shit that's been going on, even in your own doing of how you've been showing up to yourself, Scorpio. I feel like some of the Scorpios have not been honest with themselves about what it is that they want and what it is that you're you may have been working the same job and it's not really what you want to do. And now you have an opportunity to actually go after and actually do what you're wanting to do. I don't want you to feel like some energy work has been done on you. I want you to understand the soul and the spirit is putting you in position for you to go get what it is that you've been wanting to get this whole time. Boom. So that blank stare of you just trying to figure it out is you just trying to understand, I don't want to do the wrong thing. You're not going to do the wrong thing if you standing 10 toes down for what it is that you want to do, Scorpio. Go get that shit. Do that shit. Some of you have been wanting to work out and ain't doing it. I do. I do, but I don't know why I ain't been doing it. Some of you been wanting to work out, but you ain't been doing it. Some of you want to eat differently, but you ain't been doing it. It's almost like you are so stuck in, chaos energy that you're having a hard time getting yourself out of it. Some of the Scorpio sexual energy has been heightened as well. And you've been wanting to be creative. Some of you Scorpios are wanting to do porn as well, but not porn like acting in it. Some of you want your own production companies to do movies, whether that's porn or whether that's street movies or regular movies, love movies. Some of you Scorpios are wanting a production company. Some of you have been wanting to think about writing scripts or manuscripts, books. Like you have been really, really trying to understand where you're wanting to go. Like you have big dreams right now and you're not allowing yourself to live in it. You're afraid of what people are going to say. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of not finishing. You're afraid of not progressing. What if this ain't right? What if I don't have the money? What if was a fifth, we would all be drunk. Scorpio, it is your time. It is your time right now. No more blank stares, Scorpio. No more blank stares, Scorpio. Some of you Scorpios are wondering if you can trust people. You're having a big issue with trusting or, understanding who's for you and who isn't. Listen, you set your play. And when I say that set your play, I mean, you say, I want only those that are around me. Like I only want most people, the people that are most authentic, those who are authentic around me. That's what you do. You set your play. I only want those that are authentic and that are right for me around me. I strip those who are not good for me. I strip them so I can see them clearly. So therefore, you don't have to keep questioning it. If you don't keep questioning it, then you're able to have a clearer mind and you can move in such a way that it's going to be good for you. Use your banishing energy as well, Scorpio. Some of the Scorpios have been turning around, looking in the past, just trying to keep tally. You don't need to keep tally. You were there. You went through it, Scorpio. You do not need to keep trying to see, let me remember what happened so it don't happen again. Well, you knew that it had the possibility of happening when it happened and you didn't stop it. So, hey, let's not keep turning around looking at this shit. You know what's there. It happened to you. You went through it. Let's just move forward. Use your program, use your energy, use your magic, get your kitchen witching on, Scorpio, so you will speak these things, be very intentional every day that you are living. Even understanding if you're wanting to be in a relationship. For some of the Scorpios who are questioning, some of those in love relationships, some of my singles, you're questioning whether you want to be in a love relationship or if this is right or if this is why your life isn't going the way that you thought it would be going because you have attached yourself to a relationship. Whatever the fuck this is, you need to get with the program. You need to understand. You need to see yourself because sometimes you're the problem, Scorpio. It is sometimes your indecisiveness that keeps you from actually living in your truth and being great, whether you are in or out of a relationship. Some of my singles and some of my love relationships, you have been asking for a relationship, it showed up to you. You need to work on it. Sometimes it takes work. Okay. Sometimes removing people out of your space of existence, Scorpio, will help that energy to flow in you to see people genuinely. March is going to be good for Scorpio. I really feel like some of you have been putting the pieces into place that's going to show up towards the end of March, where you don't even know. Something is getting ready to happen very fast for you, Scorpio. That's a good thing. It feels like it's going to show up very, very quickly. We're talking about towards the end of March, going into April. Things are going to be, it feels like this could be like your income, a job, something you've been planning on doing, but you thought wasn't going to happen or not happen fast enough. It feels like, Scorpio, something shows up very quickly towards the end of March and the beginning of April. You're going to need to be getting your balance on. That's why you need to clear your mind, Scorpio, because this is going to be a balancing act for you. Some of you are getting ready to be traveling, moving very quickly, going places where you thought you was going to be. You know, some of you want to be a flight attendant, and it's like, oh well, I think I'm 10 pounds overweight. They're not gonna hire me, and then all of a sudden you're gonna get that job offer, and your ass gonna be like, hey, we need you in Baltimore. We need you to be flying out. So you're gonna be moving very, very quickly. Things are getting ready to take flight, what you didn't think was getting ready to happen. And you need to be sharpening up on your motherfucking skills. So, bitch, if you're a tarot card reader and you kind of been doing some things online, or you kind of been wanting to do some things, well, guess what? Your business is going to be picking up. And, bitch, if you don't know your cards like you should, or you don't know the energy or information in which you're picking up, you better get your practice on, because you have already put things into place that's getting ready to show up for you. You didn't even know it was going to show up this fast, honestly. I also feel like that goes for the Cancer, Leo, Libra, Aries, and Aquarius. I feel like it goes to y'all as well. Some things are going to show up for you very quickly. You don't know. It's happening. Scorpio. Balancing act is what they keep saying over and over and over again. Y'all better be getting y'all weight down. I'm trying to get mine down. Y'all better be getting y'all weight down. Some of you Scorpios need to pay attention to your legs, your feet. It's not something that is like terrible or like death or no shit like that. It's just I want you to be careful how you walk so you don't pull a muscle, or you know, you may need to be stretchy. I need somebody to stretch my legs. I'm just saying, please stretch them. High to high can go high, reading rainbow. Yep, I need them stretched. I'm just saying, I don't know if I need to put out an application for somebody to stretch my legs or something. I don't know. But there's some stretching that needs to be done over here. Just saying. Focus, Quatina, focus. Scorpio. So your finances, let's take a look. I feel like they're on the build. I feel like they have gone down and come back up, and gone down and come back up. Then they're at a steady even. I feel like you're so afraid, Scorpio, that they're going to go down and not come back up, that you have been doing whatever you're doing to try to keep yourself afloat. But you should know over the next 2 or 3 months, like, you're going to be getting offers. Your money is going to come up. Business will be good. You may get a small pay raise. You're going to switch positions. The job you've been trying to get is going to come through. Like, shit is happening in your direction. You need to balance yourself out. Knock it the fuck off with the woe is me, Scorpio. Knock it the fuck off. Of, oh my God, why is this? I don't know. Just be quiet. Just allow shit to happen. Be grateful because things are happening. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio singles, which is me. Give me some. Somebody touch it. Okay. I feel like if you're wanting to date, put yourself out there. But honestly, Scorpio, some of you, I feel like you're not even in a position mentally or emotionally to date accurately to where you would not show up, or you have a low tolerance or something right now for people or for stupidity, or not even to just allow someone to be them authentic selves. So like if you're going to date Scorpio, please just allow people to be themselves, whether you like them or not. That's okay, but don't take it so personally like their ignorance is a reflection of you, because it's not. Like, knock it off. Goodness gracious. Scorpios in love relationships. I need to say this, and I feel like I'm talking to a specific group of people. Whether that person is cheating or not, you don't have to keep harping on it, or you don't have to keep trying to figure it out. You don't have to be trying to set plays to catch somebody. Like, if you feel like your relationship is not going in the best direction, you need to sit down and talk about it. Some of the Scorpios shut down and then you don't communicate because, oh, I can't because I'm going to just snap off. Relax. Knock it the fuck off. Learn to talk. Learn to communicate. If you're communicating, then you don't have to like feel distrust all the time. Some of you are not even being open to your own spouses to put it into place, to be trusting towards them. Allow them to be them. So what, they're watching porn. So what, you might like porn. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I feel like, it's okay if they like porn. It's okay if you like porn. Like, I feel like it needs to be a high level of communication with the Scorpios in love relationships. Get your mind right, Scorpio. Knock it the fuck off. Libra. Last but not least, Libra, our beautiful scales of balance and justice. Libra, it's in the details. The truth is in the details. The lie is in the details. The truth is in the details. Everything that you're trying to figure out, understand, no, Libra is in the details. Some of you Libras thought you were expecting, like, you thought you were going to get a job or a different position, and somebody told you that whatever that is. I feel like the lie was in the details, or the understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Or the truth is in the details. Libra, some of you have been worried about things that you cannot change. If your child is wanting to go off to college, but you feel like they should be in New York State University or whatever the fuck, but they want to go to Texas A&M, like, let them go to the college of their choosing. You're trying to control too many things, Libra. I don't even feel like you're completely out of balance. I feel like you need to just knock it the fuck off. Let people be them. Again, you're stepping in trying to control way too many things. Some of you have been having headaches, and it's because you're overthinking. That stress is showing up in your physical body. You've been thinking about past relationships, Libra. You've been thinking about past relationships. You've been kind of going over some things. You've been trying to figure out why your ex is in your energy. I don't even like this motherfucker. Why the fuck I keep thinking about him? Although, it was this, it was that. Well, it may be a lesson or something that you need to remember or take from that. Okay. You probably need to be looking at some of these things. And I don't want to say remembering, but honestly remembering, Libra. And so you don't forget whatever lesson that was you were supposed to take from it. Ooh, Libra, some people are trying to be honest with you and you're not wanting to hear it. Whether that's your child or your spouse or yourself, child. Something is trying to be honest with you and you are not trying to hear it. And you know what? You're going to need to hear it. You are going to need to hear it. You're going to need to allow yourself this grace and space. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to need to hear it. And don't judge yourself too harshly. This is just about you rebuilding. When I say rebranding, I mean it in a sense of understanding who you are again. Libra, I feel like you lost yourself, and this has been going on what I feel like for months. And it could be very well that you're empty nesting, like your life has changed, you've made a move, your job, you're leaving a romantic relationship, like you're just trying to figure things out. You're used to being angry, you're used to like where you used to be angry all the time and hard and I beat your ass. It feels like you're crying a lot, or like shit is changing in your atmosphere. Shit is changing in your atmosphere and you don't know what to do with it. And so because of the changes happening at such a rapid and weird pace for you, it just feels like shit is showing up a whole lot differently than what you're used to. And that's okay. You're not out of balance. It is just, this is what the fuck it is. You're going to roll with it or get rolled over, Libra. And that's just really what it is. I feel like, Libra, you need to play music and kind of unwind. And I don't mean like no heavy trap house music that make you feel like you want to, because you don't know how to really change that energy like that. I feel like you need some, like, listen to some opera, just something that's going to be some classical shit that maybe don't have words. You need frequency. You need frequency. Yes, you do. You need frequency. You can be blasting some opera and you not even listening to it. It's just the energy that it's going to bring you. It's going to clear it, and you might find a new love for it. Fuck around, be listening to some bluegrass or some shit, and motherfuckers looking at you like, girl, what did you listen to? Girl, I don't even know. I just needed to change my energy. You just need some music. That's all. You need a frequency change. You need to channel in your energy, channel in your spirit, channel in your soul. Some of you Libras are in a space of worry, much like the Virgo, where you keep feeling like, oh, I feel like something is going to happen. I don't know what that is. I'm just worried. Listen, it is probably just yourself feeling the change, and you are very worried because you're not used to shit being out of your control. And you just need to allow things to kind of flow the way that it's going to flow. If something is happening, some of you are worried about your parents. Some of you are worried. I don't know if your parent, your mom and shit is not taking her medicine the way she should, or you're trying to get her to stop doing something and she's still doing it. It feels like there's a worry there, and you're worried that your mom is not, or your parent or your child or something is not listening or not doing, and it's a worry, and it's a worry, and it's a worry. Listen, you can only speak your piece and let it be known, but you cannot control what's out of your control. You cannot control what's out of your control. I know, Libra, that you don't want to feel any toxicity. You don't want to feel any pain, any discomfort inside of your soul's energy. I get that. But it is going to be okay. You can only control what you can control. Some of you Libras feel like you're walking on a tightrope, and one piece of being unbalanced, the whole pole is going to tip over, you're going to fall, and you feel like you don't have a safety net that's going to catch you. I can guarantee you that there's a net up under your feet, and it's closer than what you think. You ain't even got to fall 8 feet. You probably can only fall 1.5 feet. And you're going to be feeling like, dang, I shouldn't have even worried. It is going to be okay. You need to balance yourself. You need to use your program. I can't stress that enough to everyone. Use your program and reprogram. You can only control what you can control. If your child is in a toxic relationship and you are trying to help and you keep feeling like your child is going against you, you can only speak your piece and be there to be that net for them if they're the ones walking on this tightrope. If you feel like, hey, I got to step in for my grandchildren, then, hey, you got to step in for your grandchildren. If you feel like your child is not acting in the behavior in which they should and they're putting your grandchildren at risk, then guess what? You know that you have to do what's going to be best for the child. You're going to have to do what's going to be best for the child. And in the long run, if that is going to fracture your relationship with your child, then that's what it is. But you have to do what's going to be best. Even, if your child feels like, I know what's best for my child, you need to have a conversation. But if you feel like that child is genuinely in danger or in harm's way, then you have to do what you have to do. But you can only control what you can control. You need to focus on yourself, your health, your breathing, because some of you are having breathing and lung issues, and you need a full detox. You need to stop some of the smoking. Stop smoking so heavily. You need a detox. Some of your stomachs need detoxing. You need to get rid of some of the bowel that's laying waste in your stomach. Some of you Libras, Scorpios, Capricorns, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, y'all need a detox. Detox. Okay. Let's look at the finances. I feel like building wealth has been heavy on the Libra. Like you've been like wanting to build wealth, like build. It's been in your soul and in your spirit so heavily. That grease smell like it's about to fry chicken. I mean that candle, it smell like fried chicken to me. It feels like you guys need this to be built. It feels like you need your finances to be, I don't know why it's so heavy in y'all soul, but whatever you feeling like Libra, if you're feeling like you need to expand in your business, or if you're having some business things or some job things and you feel like, oh, hey, I want to pick up a second job, do that, because it's heavy in your soul and your spirit energy right now to build extra finances. And if it's being placed on you, Libra, like that, then go ahead and follow suit, okay? Some of you been talking about you want to get your CDLs, then follow through with that. Some of you been thinking about getting your STNAs or your LPNs, like follow suit with that. Even if you're a masculine, because it may be a masculine that's wanting to be a nurse, whatever that is, like follow suit so you can get your finances to where you feel like they should be. Sometimes you're going to have to tell somebody no in order for you to get and persevere. You're going to have to tell people no, Libra. And that's period. Girl, the candle was smelling like fried chicken, girl. Libras that are single, I kind of feel like it's actually going to be okay for y'all to, because y'all need somebody to lean on. And I have to be specific because some of you Libras keep acting like y'all single and you're not. You're not single for a day. Your name ain't Lil Wayne. You are not single. If you know you're not single, if you feel like you should be single, then you need to be single. Get your ass out to relationships and situationships and just be fucking single. But I feel like having conversation and dating right now for some of the Libras is going to be good. Just being allowed to laugh, not dumping your shit on nobody, not venting to people, but just being able to laugh and enjoy the company with people, okay, is a good thing. I feel like some of the Libras need to also pay attention. It's heavy breathing in my chest, feeling like my heart is palpitating. Like y'all need to pay attention to your health as well. Knowing when your body is too stressed, Libra, you need to understand that. You need to know when your body is too stressed. Okay. For my Libras in love relationships, don't cower away from the tough conversations. Don't be a Scorpio when you're a Libra. Don't shut down. You need to really have the conversations that you need to have. If you need to tell your spouse that you haven't been feeling well, like don't feel like you're being a burden, like I just can carry it all by myself. You need to lean on your spouse the way you need to lean on your spouse. If you feel like you can't lean on your spouse, you need to have other conversations. This has been 2024 March 2024 horoscopes. I show gratitude for your patience with me. I know we missed February, but we're here now. Don't judge me. Knock it off. Gratitude for sitting through and coming in and being respectful. I show gratitude. It was the shade. I show gratitude for everyone. Again, this has been March 2024 horoscopes. I love you to life. I show gratitude for all of your participation, for your donations, as you see it running across the bottom of your screen. If you got it, go on and give it. If you got it, go on and donate it. Please know that your donations is completely appreciated. I send love to you, Solitude Dewa. Get in your kitchen and be a kitchen witchin'. Yarik Paya Eye, my door. I show gratitude.